Rock and Stone Brothers. What up, y'all? I haven't been here. The Deep Rock soundtrack is good. It goes super hard sometimes. Sometimes it just is more chill though, and more. Oh, what do you say? It's more like ambient. It's more just like atmospheric kind of music. But I love it. It's good. Got the vinyl behind me, still in the wrapping because I haven't taken it out yet. We'll see. Bam. We're so in. I guess we'll throw those on, even though it's the middle of the day and they don't really do much. Someday it'll be beautiful and it'll be amazing. All right, let's kill the OST. Go back over to see all y'all. Yeah, we're doing something a little different today. Just to chill. I sat down to play this and I was like, well, why don't I just like throw it on the old Twitch, because I'm going to be doing it anyway. I got like two things that I want to do today. Put on the Discord. It's going to be basically some Deep Rock Survivors, and then we will potentially check out the new update for yet another Zombie Survivors. You know, I think there's in the wake of Vampire Survivors, there's a little bit of like, what do we name these things going on? And for me, it's like, if we could just, until we figure it out, if we could just all come to terms with whether or not Survivor is plural or not, that would be cool. Because Deep Rock Survivor versus yet another Zombie Survivors, it's just like, it's a little, it's a little annoying, honestly. But anyway, so I haven't streamed this before, but I just kind of play this in my downtime on the weekends usually. So the meta progression is almost complete. Basically just need some extra meta minerals in the game themselves to get some extra, you know, pickup radius, some extra armor, some luck and stuff like that, some move speed, but almost done. And at a certain point here in the near future, I'll probably just like look to, like, as our credits go up, we'll just like buy whatever we're missing and max that out eventually. But, you know, at the same time, I'm not really looking to max this out, because there's going to be more updates. There's probably going to be more achievements. There will be reasons to come back and get this stuff just passively as it is. So I'm not willing to grind it out for any particular reason. Outside of that, I've done pretty much everything. I had really wanted to, excuse me, unlock all the stuff on all the characters, but that's, again, just a little bit of a grind that I think I'll put off until there are more updates in the future. You can see, like, most of what I have left, if not all that I have left, is just like level up the characters more. So some of that'll just happen actively or passively as we're kind of playing. This is the one here. So spend 20,000 gold. It's just a grind, man. You just got to spend the gold. So I've been trying to find creative ways to do that on my own without being too. I gotta like close this channel. Without gamifying it too much and just grinding. Like, in the final mission, I think you can spend like rerolls and stuff like that, because the gold doesn't really do anything. So I think you can find clever-ish ways to just spend down a little bit extra, but 20,000 is just a lot. Like, I don't actually know how much you get in a single play of Deep Rock Survivor. It's probably under 1,000 though. It's probably just like, I don't know, 500 to 750, somewhere in there. 600 to 750, 600 to 800. I don't know. I don't really know. But yeah, everything else, all the achievements and stuff like that, I have done. I did like a lot of the more interesting, kind of fun ones. Kill the Dreadnought while you have less than 30 HP. This one's really tricky. And I thought, you know, I actually kind of gamified it a little bit. And I thought pretty hard about like what I want to do with, not to really go there again, but like the YouTube stuff. And I think like if making some guides around like the more difficult to get achievements, like this one's like, you don't have to explain what you need to do, but how you do it is actually a little tricky. Like, it's not so straightforward. Like, how do you get to 30 HP or less than 30 HP, and then how do you stay there? It's kind of interesting. But anyway, I like that stuff. But yeah, we're just gonna play the game today. I've got most of the unlocks, so we're gonna see what we get, and away we go. Thank you, Sparkle. Oh, fuck. Thank you, Morbin. That's actually... fuck. Thank you, dude. That's actually... Damn it. Fuck. Shit. All right, I wrote a note. Fuck. Damn it. That's why I honestly, man, I really appreciate that, because like having an extra pair of eyes on things, it's so helpful, because it's like there's so many little things you have to do to I've talked about before, like I do all the YouTube stuff myself, and there's so many little checks. I had to make like a Trello page. I don't know if you guys remember Trello. It's some like what do you call it? Like it's a website where you can go make different boards and stuff like that. It's really for like project management stuff. But you know, having it for content creation is super helpful. So I went and made a bunch of like boards for Twitch and YouTube, what I want to start working towards, and like I have a template for every single YouTube video I put out with a bunch of checklists. And pin a comment is apparently like something you need to do for the YouTube, the algorithm for Al. So I do it, and it's annoying. And then clearly I just was like copying, pasting the same comments without really thinking about it, and it says Slay the Spire instead of Balatro, but I don't really need to even call out the game name. Thanks for checking out my new video is like probably fine. Anyway. Regen is a problem in that one. Exactly. That's exactly like the core strategy of like how you need to play around that one. And that's the exact problem I had. So I stacked up a bunch of armor. And then one of the problems is that you can't get rid of your upgrades. So you do have to play with like whatever you have here. It's probably going to be easier to do before you unlock a bunch of this stuff. You just stack up a bunch of armor. Agile development board thingy, aka content creator board thingy. Yes. Yeah, it's all right. I think it was acquired years ago, and you know, whenever a useful tool gets acquired, it's a scary time. Let's do so I you can see I'm like on Has 5 with a lot of these, and I haven't, and not this one. This one just came out like a month or so ago, 2 months ago. I think what I'm going to do is probably just burn through some of these Has 4s. A lot of just like I haven't done it yet kind of stuff. I think collect 275 nitro is actually pretty challenging. You got to go out of your way to do it. And then they like to throw in these random upgrade a something to level 25, which is extremely difficult. So you have to get it early enough so you can actually get it to level 25, and then after you get your last overclock, it's like not actually functionally better, but whatever.
May as well go Hazard 4.
So I like a few things. I like NG because I like NG in normal deep rock. But, you know. I don't know if he's the best character in this game. I keep going towards Driller just because he has drill hands, like when you need to get nitro and stuff like that. But that might be a mistake because the starting Subata gun is terrible. If you have to throw upgrades into it, I think it's functionally... It puts you behind on the higher hazards. It's not a good enough gun to carry by far. So I like going there, and then there's a sidearm overclock that actually nerfs the damage on it and then buffs the damage on your other 3 weapons. So I like doing that, and the extra mining speed helps you get this nitro going pretty early. But I just want to... I'm feeling like, again, it's for me, it's early afternoon. I'm going off of feels here. What I feel like doing is just playing some NG. And I've really struggled with the NG going into the higher hazards, playing around with these turrets and stuff like that. Like, you either pop out of control or you just kind of die. So it's going to be one of those. Yeah, that's the idea, right? Like, you've just got to... Holy shit, that was loud.
Remember, you're on your own this time.
Jesus.
There's no one to carry your body back to the drop pod if you fail.
Sorry, boys. If it spooks me, I'm sure it spooked all of you. I lost my train of thought with that. That was wild. But anyway, pretty basic. We're going to look for our Nitra. We like fire rate. I think the thing with Deep Rock Survivors for me, excuse me, is that sometimes it's not all about clicking the higher rarity thing. There's, you know, not all upgrades are created equally. Like mining speed here. We love a pickup radius. I really want this mining speed. Reload speed goes super hard with construction stuff too. I think if we take a single pickup radius early, then we're pretty much done with pickup radius. But you got to get one. I'm telling you, you got to get one.
I die a little inside every time I have to take out a
Otherwise, you're just going to struggle. There's other, like, kind of minutia stuff you can talk about with Deep Rock Survivors. Like, I think there's a tremendous amount of value in just, like, clearing out the rock so you have more space. If there was no rock, well, I mean, you're going to give it to me. But we really need this mining speed. See,
take it.
I like the blue, but I don't know if we can do that yet. So, yeah, so if there was no rock on the screen at all, then I think that it would be significantly easier. The enemy, like, you can't get stuck in walls or whatever. The enemies can't, like, creep up behind you. It's just this open space, and they tend to, like, clump together, which makes it significantly easier.
What happens next will shock you.
As much as I love going turret build, I've learned my lesson a few times. You gotta get a gun that does something. Just turrets ain't enough.
Supplies can't land.
Ooh, see, epic reload speed. This we do. Yeah, I agree. Like, early XP gain is good. We'll take it here because we just get lucky forehead. But I do like it early.
That's all you got,
I'm a fan.
free shit.
It's just when we're trying to collect 275 nitra, not taking mining speed is going to really hurt us in the long run.
This one suits me best.
And reload speed on construction stuff is crazy.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh man, we got Christmas trees. We got Christmas tree problems here. So I'm going into the corner like an idiot. That is a dead end. I'm sure of it. No, it's not. Okay. I think so the XP stuff, I've actually thought about this a fair bit. The XP stuff, I have the same problem with XP in this game as I do in other games, not just Survivor-style games, but just, like, games in general. It's like when you click XP gain, you're not clicking something else. So you need an amount of XP in return that is greater than one level for it to be worth it. So you're not going to realize that 9% for, like, a long time. Meaning, yes, getting it early is good. But is it better than, you know, something else that you already have? I don't know. Hard to say. Damage? We just want the overclock.
This is my pick. Overclock.
We like this.
And stone.
Okay, so turrets mine walls is not particularly good. I actually recommend getting it. But extra charge is just kind of whatever. Like, you know, you get an extra turret when you stop running around, basically. Otherwise, it's just kind of like marinates. And it isn't that impactful. Whereas I think in the higher hazard levels, you're always running around. And we were just talking about, like, why it's so important. Oh, wait, I actually don't want to kill you.
Well done.
Okay. Yeah, piercing is so good. I also like plasma. Plasma's my favorite elemental, if that's what you call it, elemental style upgrade. Plasma causes the things to, like, bounce around and stuff like that. The pickled nitra I do not understand. It's pretty crazy in terms of damage increase, but having your move speed decrease is just terminal on the higher hazards. I don't know how anybody actually deals with this. You'd have to have so much speed increase to counteract it. I would say that getting base damage up to then crit off of, which is why I think it's a nitra style thing, is pretty good. Yeah, I've had like nitrogenic power is a great example of, like, you just stack up your nitra. I think this one can be a bit of bait. Well, I think it's bait if you don't spend your nitra, because nitra upgrades are your weapon upgrades. And I've actually had this happen a lot where I'll just not spend my nitra for the crit, and then I don't have my stuff, like, upgraded enough. How many nitra you can carry all the nitra. How many nitra can you find is the real question. Okay, my base crit is 15%. I'm just going to take nitrogenic powder for now. I do like it, and I'm not going to fall into the trap of just not spending it. The nice thing about this map in particular... Oh, we got a magnet on the field, I see. is that the bugs will avoid the lava pools on the ground. So we can use that to our advantage to actually manipulate the pathing of them and stuff.
This one suits me best.
Get it wrapped up, miner. The longer you stay.
What we're doing right now is we're stalling out the level a little bit. We have the boss on the field. Uh-oh. Got the boss on the field, so we can just kind of win. But we're trying to find Nitra, because that's, again, we got to get 275 of it. The real way to get to, like, these kind of, like, find 275 Nitra style missions, or there's ones where, like, yeah, you find a bunch of gold or whatever it is you want to get the upgrades that make it so you can find Nitra in the walls and stuff like that. And then I also like prioritizing...
This is the smart pick.
hold on a second. Mine flooded.
I
like prioritizing the... like the loot bugs. I think it's in the... It's in the finesse. It's not in the obvious just go mine the Nitra stuff. Because I think if you count it out, there's probably enough. But the reality of you getting every bit of Nitra from the walls is, I think it's like pretty greatly reduced.
Sure, why not?
Oh, my Lanta.
Points for style.
I mean, we just take the good stuff. What can I say? So like this loot bug here. It's got Nitra.
Sorry, little bug. Your own fault for being.
It's only 2.
Crawl back to hell.
Objective
Oh, shit, we
completed,
won.
miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
You want some more?
Part of the problems with the turrets, like stalling out's a little more challenging because you just end up dying randomly. I don't know if I can go this way. Might be too greedy. We don't need crit chance.
This one
take
looks
this.
best.
Greedy. 6 armor goes pretty hard.
Sure, why not?
Ooh.
Tough choice.
50% crit damage when we just took the nitrogenic powder. Excuse me?
I'm gonna go with this.
It's the run of the gods over here.
Hatches shut, taking you to stage 2.
So much money. I mean, that's not a problem I usually have. I mean, okay, so this is the perfect example, right? Like, this is obviously a legendary power. We're just going to take it. But, like, our crit chance with nitrogenic powder, you don't just not buy this stuff. And when I first started playing with this upgrade, I just kept having this problem where I was like, I mean, it's really good, but it costs me, you know, however much crit. It's like 19% crit. Now, this is 50% damage.
No
We'll just get our
way!
nitro back.
A legendary. Oh yeah. Now
We also
we're
just need
talking.
to spend our gold.
What else we got?
That is part of what we're trying to do today.
This one's so me.
We got work to do and quotas to meet.
Is that-
You have your objectives.
You had hundreds of loot bugs. No, Papani. I think it's a thing. So I don't know.
How are they ever gonna make
I think
it
I've only
this
found
cold?
2 golden loot bugs. So of course this is a thing in Deep Rock. But you can find golden loot bugs in Deep Rock Survivor as well. And I think in like all my hours I've only found 2 of them. So I would not be surprised if there's just a super rare mission or whatever you call it, level, where you just have tons of loot bugs. The thing that I'm looking forward to in future updates that they have not announced, that I hope they do, I hope they get the golden crassus. This is the big monster that blows up and creates gold everywhere. Yeah.
I want it.
Plasma. I already talked about plasma. Okay, so this is actually a little bit of a combo. It's nothing too special, but so the plasma will bounce off of things, and we have the upgrade to where it'll mine the walls for us. So that you'll see the projectiles bounce around,
In the mouth.
and then it'll mine the walls automatically for us, which is just nice. Just clears out some
Feel much
space.
better now. Your
It's
toy's
nice to
not
have.
great.
And already on the 2nd level, loving the pickup radius upgrade I took early. So good. I do want some move speed. I don't know. Let's do
This
it.
works.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Swap. This stuff kind of sucks. These things that fly around are not particularly good. The cold damage is fine. Slows things down. But I might just take the reroll here. I really don't like the Warthog. It does great damage. I'm not doing that. Sure. Little AoE.
Great. Aiming is for suckers anyway.
Okay. Health is a resource. We're fine. I do wish the frequency of magnets was just like a little bit higher. Just a little bit.
Here, have a bullet in the face. Your time is up, creep.
We'll drop some turrets here because this is going to be a bottleneck for the bugs.
Take that.
Oh, they're actually going through the magma. Usually they go around. 20% lifetime on our turrets. Yeah, man.
Need it.
Just take the legendary. You don't got to overcomplicate it. Yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised by how good this game is. If you're a fan of the genre. I don't think you have to... Like, the fear was that it was going to be a... Well, the fear was that it was going to be a bad game. But, it was either going to be a good Survivor game or was it going to be a good Deep Rock game. And I think they really, like, rode the line and made a bit of both. It's fun. It's in the theme. And I think just, like, for me, the theme of Deep Rock was so solid that it made the game so, like, such a pleasure to play, you know? The voice lines and the guns and the bugs and all that stuff. It was just kind of cool. They definitely brought that here. Up, Panth. First and not first at the same time.
Give me that.
More XP gain. We're sucking all the minerals right now, so why not take some XP while it's coming in?
I'm raring to try this out. I'm a better dwarf than
Oh my god.
yesterday. Nice. I'll
Yes,
take it.
sir. Ooh, there's
This
our move
makes
speed
my
I
whole
want.
life better.
Schrodinger's viewer. It's both here and not here. Both first and not first. We got one more Bulu north of us. Not worried about it. So I think pretty much, I don't think we can get the 275 Nitro anymore. Oh, did I not get the... I didn't get the thing this map. Sugar.
Just what I needed.
It's bad.
One down.
Got distracted.
Objective completed.
Too busy
Excellent
yapping.
job.
To the left? I don't have time.
Die, creep.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod.
It's actually one of my things with the Deep Rock Survivors. I do wish the maps were a little bit longer. The higher hazards, you get stressed for time. You can't always accomplish everything you want to do, but it like keeps moving in that direction. You just can't stop it.
Nice. I'll take it.
Mining speed, yes. I want this.
Looks beautiful, like me.
Okay, we do get sidearm here.
Put a bit of extra kick in it.
This costs us 12% crit. I think I'm just gonna wait.
I rarely go for this one.
Load up and get going, miner. We have quotas to fulfill.
But yeah, it's been great. Okay, we're at 85 of 275 Nitro with 3 maps to go. I don't think we can do that.
Hawkeye found.
Ooh,
A legendary. I knew today was gonna be good.
just get the legendary's forehead. I also kind of wish there was a mechanic in the game to make it so you could choose not to drop your turrets, because otherwise you end up just having to like force yourself into the wall like this so you don't drop turrets, so you can actually stack them up. That,
Swarm detected.
I don't know.
Ready. They'll be with you shortly.
kind of a weird little mechanic. I don't know how else I'd do it.
Loot box down. There's epic upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
Just take the epics all day long.
Can't drop supplies
The game is so interesting. Like when you do get a bit of luck, and there's some meta progression luck. I mean, the frequency at which you get these higher tier upgrades, it's pretty. I don't know.
Looks good, it shoots better.
The scavengers lit up like a Christmas tree.
I'm not a huge fan of like the meta progression in these types of games anyway. Though it's fun to go through the progression. It can take a long time to get there, and then you look back and you're like, oh well, what was I supposed to do, dude? I don't want to throw too many upgrades into this sidearm that we have because we just threw it's the sidearm overclock on it that reduces the damage.
I got it in the mouth. This one looks best.
I think another pickup radius could have gone hard, but
Your own fault for being full of goodies.
I mean, it's epic, dude. We don't take the uncommons over the epics, but getting to actually, I think getting to third overclock is so important that we'll prioritize that.
Get ready.
Also, prioritizing actually getting this time. Be lucky to win with having missed one of these. Okay. The boss is about to spawn. Look at that explosion, though. Good. Yeah.
Looks beautiful, like me. This is gonna
Fire
change
rate. So this is like one of my favorite combos with these turrets. So they're less accurate, but you've got plasma, so the bullets all bounce off of stuff, and then it mines the walls for you automatically.
I want it.
We got a launch. Supplies inbound.
What a shot!
Ooh. The gold one. I think barley bulb juice is easy to underrate. Because when you're mining and stuff like that, it's just kind of, it's not exactly a nombo with turrets, but again, if you're standing still, you're dropping turrets, so you don't always want to be doing that. We'll just take the damage up.
Try this out.
Simple about it. Simple gamer.
Don't die easily.
Objective completed.
Okay, we're winning a little too hard.
Part before it heads back to orbit.
I think I like this. Just take the
Can't get
rares.
enough of this rare stuff.
Anth, are you always are you a Warcraft head? Are you a World of Warcraft guy? As Discord would leave me to believe. Playing a little classic.
This is my pick.
If so, Alliance or Horde?
My little friend.
And follow-up question,
Onto that drop pod. It's about to
have
leave.
you always been that faction? Did you make the switch? Why did you make the switch?
Stage 3 completed. Taking you
Is it
to
because your
stage
friends were
4.
playing Horde, but you really like Night Elves? Then you got stuck playing Horde, and all your all your time, all your life you put into the game was then put into a faction that you didn't enjoy? Speaking from personal experience.
This is perfect for my build.
Beams,
Overclock, my
for sure.
favorite type of clock.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
raring to try this
I
out.
wish. That's what happened to me. I played World of Warcraft in
There's beasties to
Alpha
shoot
Beta?
and work to
I don't
be done.
remember exactly. It was so long ago now. Played World of Warcraft back then. There was way back in the Wayback Time Machine.
Demon sucks.
It was like I played a Night Elf, and in the open beta, I remember like before it closed down, everyone who was in the open beta ran through the cross section between Ashenvale and Northern Barrens, and that was like basically a de facto PvP zone because there was only so much that was open in the game at the
Now
time.
this is a rare
So
treat.
we all ran there. I think I played like maybe my first character was a hunter maybe, and there were so many janky things in early World of Warcraft. Like in the open beta, I remember there was not I want to say, like, enemies didn't automatically evade out if they couldn't path to you. So what you could do as a hunter is you would just go in a body of water and then get aggro on enemies, and then they couldn't swim. There was no swimming animation or anything like that. So they didn't have a way to get into the water. So, like, you would just sit in a pond and fight enemies, and then your pet would run up to them and wouldn't aggro or whatever, so you could just, like, kill anything in the game by sitting in a body of water. And then, I think even in early release, you could fish for, like, essentially any item in the item pool. So it wasn't restricted to actual fish. You could get, like, green items, blue items, purple items, or whatever from fishing. So there was a very early patch that made it so you could no longer get items, because people would just, like, bots would sit on the docks and just fish all day long and throw stuff up on the auction house or whatever.
Give me that.
To make some money. I feel like the auction house wasn't even in the game for a while, but
Think you could kill me? Think again.
I don't really remember.
The supply pod LZ is blocked. Please.
Early WoW was so jank.
Vaporize.
Kids these days will never know.
Meet your maker, Crate.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
Look at the crystals. It's just straight dopamine all the way down.
Take this one.
Yeah, I played Alliance. Oh my god, am I dead? Am I dead? Fuck, I threw.
My strategy didn't pan out.
Oh my god, all I had to do was not die. I threw. I was mind flooded. I was talking. I was thinking about World of Warcraft instead of Deep Rock. Ooh, but we get some mining speed.
Time to turn
Alright.
Hazard 4 just feels
Just don't
right.
throw forehead. Let's
Classic
go with
Scout
this.
feels best.
Current WoW still jank. I mean, everyone who ran back to play Classic WoW was like a head scratcher moment for me. I was like, that game wasn't even good 30 years ago or whatever. People wanted to relive that experience. But yeah, I don't know.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
I don't know about no current WoW. I played a little bit end of last year, and I actually really enjoyed it, but I don't know how anyone would like pick up current WoW and want to go play it. I feel like you'd have to know a lot of the underlying systems. They both made it more approachable for new players, but I feel like it's worse for existing players. I don't really know how to think about it. I only ever play WoW now as like a single player experience and just go. I really like chilling, like having a morning cup of coffee. I just like mine and herb basically all day long. Apparently I'm a big fan of just mining. Something I do in my free time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think it would take a lot for me to ever want to raid in World of Warcraft ever again. There's something about prescribed video game time that I really don't enjoy.
Core, that recoil though.
You know, it's like, show up to play this video game at this time, and then I'm not in control of enough of the variables. As much as I really enjoy playing games with friends and stuff like that, I have PTSD from, you know, having to do raids with 39 other people. It's just like, somebody's standing in the fire, you know? Somebody's gonna do it. Can't not be done. It's a core component of the experience. But it's frustrating.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in record time.
Because if you're the one guy who's not standing in the fire, it's just like, come on, man. Like, it's just not stand in the fire. Like, and then you gotta, like, hey, fire is coming. Watch your feet. Please keep moving. Like, you gotta call this stuff out. Like, my brother in Christ, I'm not, like, 5 years old anymore. Like, I get it. But, you know, that's, it's as true in World of Warcraft raids as it is anywhere else, you know? I mean, you work on teams, you got to make sure you're all coordinated and stuff. It's, you know, I'm not trying to be a huge hater here. Just saying. I'm like, can I getting into like a tier 2 guild, like just eat off the ground is
Tips.
It's tough because you had to have been playing World of Warcraft for that to work out. And I have not been playing. The other thing is they have these like mythic dungeons or something like that. They've been around for a long time. It's not a new thing. It's just something that I haven't really been a part of.
Just the upgrade I was looking for.
I mean, these things have been out for years now. But it's a way to basically get like higher tier gear with only playing with 4 other people. That would be something that I would be geeked about. Like, I would definitely do that. I don't really have 4 people that I want to play WoW with right now. So, it is what it is. Also, I like a monthly subscription to a video game. It feels extremely dated.
Good work. Supply pod
Didn't see
inbound.
that coming, sucker.
Okay. Armor grease.
I'm raring to try this out.
A little armor grease. Man, we're really riding the line between these 2 guns here. The thing I really like about this, what is it called? The Deep Core GK2, is that it can upgrade to get piercing shots. And piercing shots go so hard in this game. The shotgun is like, it's crazy damage. If you're actually watching it, the pellets do a ton. So the base damage is good, so they scale really well with like percent damage, which is all that you get in this game. There's no flat damage increases. Hey, Nitro.
The bugs aren't appreciating your presence, miner. Get the lead out.
Oh god, somebody's messaging me. They want to buy my golf balls. Hold on. Let's see. What brands are the most popular ones in your stash? Ugh. People are really testy about their golf balls. Let me tell you that. I sell them 100 at a time. I just throw 100 in a bag, and I try to sell them for about like 50 cents a golf ball. Golf balls go for like, the cheapest you can get them new is like about $1.50-ish if you just get the Costco brand golf balls. So it's like a steal of a deal. But man, these people are just trying to haggle me down. I'm trying to sell them for 40 cents a ball right now. He's like, what brands are in there? I'm like, I don't know. Whatever people are hitting near me. Can you do less than 100? Because that's too many for me. Sure. Sure, man. What do you need? Yeah, but yeah, golf balls. Here, I got this. I'll show you real quick. I got a stash, man. You haven't seen my mini hoard? Bam. Bam. That backpack is also full of golf balls. So yeah, I got like somewhere north of 1,000 golf balls just hanging out. But yeah, I sell them for like 50 cents a golf ball usually. Sometimes like in the summer when golf season's like popping, I'll get like 60 cents a ball. In the off season, it's closer to 40. I got a little like system going. Yeah, I picked those up. I live on a golf course. Well, near a golf course. I mean, it sounds very posh. I have an apartment on a golf course. I don't own property on a golf course. Around 40. Sure, man. You can buy, sure. Bag some up. What is 40 times 16 bucks, little man? I would really appreciate if you could like mildly filter it. I'll do 50 cents a ball. These people are insane, man. He wants me to filter it out, and then he'll get to 50 cents per ball. I mean, sure. I mean, you think streamers are down bad trying to sell golf balls? Golfers are down bad trying to like haggle for like 5 cents a ball. Send them only pink balls. I like the pink ones.
I'm growing stronger.
I think the pink ones are sick.
This one almost makes it
Oh
too
shit.
easy.
Gotta like get back in the game here. That's right. Okay, so they've evolved. We need to like prioritize actually killing the boss here because I don't have a good way to do it. So the shotgun's gonna automatically target the closest enemy, so I can't really get it to hit the boss. And the boss is like a ranged guy. So this is actually gonna be a little tricky. Definitely lost like on the first level several times just because of this exact scenario. The enemies keep evolving. We're not really like ahead on damage or anything.
This one suits me best.
It just doesn't quite work out.
You ugly son of a.
See, like now he's up in the mix. So the other like mechanic in this game that you can abuse, I say abuse very lightly, is that there's some rubber banding on the boss. So if you run way ahead, you can see the boss will automatically like charge ahead of the other enemies. So if you end up in this scenario, if you have space, which is again like very asterisk intense, if you have space, you can potentially pull them forward. The downside is you're not exactly like hitting the horde at that time either. Yeah, I think we're gonna die here. They've evolved too fast, too hard. Ooh, this helps.
Grandpa taught me this one.
Okay, trying to rubber band.
You need to move.
We got a little bit of runway here. See, he's way out front. You see that? It's the strat, man. Now we're fucking surrounded. Help. Oh man, see, this is the problem though. We can't just like run around and shoot the enemies. We gotta try to get the boss down.
I got it.
Not getting piercing shots first was a bit brutal. But that's why I didn't go for the electric stuff. So if we can get the additional reload speed and attack speed, it'll help us out a lot. I want like both of these.
Give it to me.
Help.
Watch it.
We got a rubber band. Yes. I am down bad. I've been effectively unemployed for like 5 months. I'm living off of Twitch Prime subs right now.
Yes.
Time's running out, Miner. The bugs are getting worse.
Oh,
And golf ball sales.
you want some more? Bingo.
Electrical. Oh, sure.
I'm clocking
Quota
it to 11.
satisfied. The drop
All right, we need to get that guy out of here.
Get moving. It won't hang around.
Me out. Rock those.
Let's
Ooh, it's raining. The base damage on this is so cracked. Don't have enough radius, man. We're gonna have to leave a lot on the ground. Can I buy one magnet, please?
Gotta move on, Miner. The drop
Just gotta
pod
go
will hit
for
out
it. We gotta go
momentarily.
for it.
I'm gonna go with this.
Stage 1 cleared. Be sure to spend
Look at all
your
that.
gold and nitro before the
Ooh,
next
we
stage.
get a little present. Okay. Yeah, that would be awesome. This guy's like, he's got to be like 16 years old. He spelled wood, W-O-L-D. He spelled it W-L-D. This guy texts too much. Who shorthands the word wood? That is some Zoomer shit.
This one makes me want to be a better dwarf. This makes my whole life better. That's the one. Dial it in.
Get to work. There's aliens to be killed and gold to be mined.
All right, feeling okay. So the other thing we could have done there is not buy an upgrade
This rock is
and
gonna be the
instead
death of us.
buy
I
health
found a gold vein.
with our gold. I'm hoping we got enough like oomph to get us over the hump here.
Yeah.
We got good guns. They're stacked up. I think we can't actually see everything we took here. I think I did take like a kinetic damage upgrade, so changing this to electrical is not necessarily a good thing.
Big swarm detected. Buck up and get ready.
Big swarm. Gotta thin the herd a bit here. I don't know. I feel like we're just not really ahead, you know? Just a feeling. We're not blowing stuff up. We probably need a few more overclocks in my experience. That's why I'm prioritizing. Like, if we can get the piercing shots, I'm feeling pretty good.
Don't mind if I
For
do.
chance could do it. I mean, it upgrades all our guns, right? We should probably prioritize that kind of stuff.
Swarm incoming.
Bingo!
I do like the shotgun. I think the shotgun's easy to underrate. Again, it's all about base damage. Like our weapons 2 and 3, the shotgun and the sniper, they're some of the better base damage weapons in the game.
Clear it out, miner.
Oh, that hit the spot.
And there's the warthog and the engineer. That's crazy. But you got to be facing the enemies for that one to actually fire. Oh, fuck.
One
Bad.
down. Loot bug eliminated.
I had somebody like 2 days ago. This is again golf ball talk with Dane. He was like, we were ready to go. We were gonna meet, and he was gonna pick him up. And then he looks at the post and he's like, "There's a lot of Kirklands in there." And I said, "Yeah, it's just like, you know, whatever people have been hitting around me." He's like, well, I'm gonna go with somebody else. I was like, what the
Don't mind
fuck?
if I do.
It's like I was responsive. I reached out to him right away. We were like shooting the shit, whatever. We were gonna meet up, and then he's like, there's a lot of Costco's in there. Like, talk to your fellow golfers about it. Don't talk to me about it. It's not really a me problem.
Bug pop.
If you don't like them, be the change you want to see in the industry. Take a few out of circulation. Maybe you buy them, you throw them in the garbage. We don't really need fire rate on the shotgun. It shoots really fast.
Dial it in.
Sniper, we do need fire rate.
Sorry, little bug. Your own fault for being full of
Somebody's
good.
hitting me up on Steam. Maybe they want to buy some golf balls.
Feeling much better now.
And I'm off on Apocablooms too. This map's been a little rough. Like high health, so we do have some time to run around and get this stuff.
Good work. There's a resupply on the way.
Nice shot.
Yeah. The mocap is pretty good. I also just really like Gold Scanner, but I think we're gonna have to do the mocap. I'm in the area at Costco. Are you fucking kidding me? Wants to meet in the next 45 minutes. Oh, Jesus.
Pretty sweet.
Some people's children, man.
Drac attack.
The clock's
Well,
ticking,
I might have
miner.
to,
Get it wrapped up.
Go sell some balls real quick. Gotta go make 20 bucks, you know? I don't even know where the Costco is in my city. I don't shop at Costco. So I was doing Apocablooms. It's like, to me, California Costco has got to be one of the worst imaginable scenarios.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in record time.
Like 1 million people. Like, when I was in the Midwest trying to go to Costco on the weekends, like, I mean, nightmarish.
This
Can't
one.
imagine out here. Okay, now I think we prioritize the boss. There's one vein to the right. East.
For crap's sake,
One
move
down.
it. They're everywhere.
For crap's sake. Just say it, man. We all know what you mean.
You want some more?
Like somebody saying mother
works.
trucker. Like, we all know what you mean.
Go
Just
back
say
to
it.
hell. Let's show them
Objective completed, Miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
Come on. Come on now.
Alien scum!
Okay, we got the mocap.
I'm a better dwarf than yesterday.
What if we just fired faster, though?
Put a bit of extra kick in it.
All right, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Bloody
Well
hell,
done,
you're hard
Miner.
to kill.
We knew we could trust you to go it alone. Stage 2 completed.
Take me a few to bag them up. Maybe 2. Oops. All right, boys, wheeling and dealing here. Just trying to find the address. There it is. Okay. In Void Crew. Not. Okay. We got here dodge chance and damage.
A gorgeous gun for a gorgeous dwarf. Woo, baby! Now this is a rare treat.
Did not get the piercing shots. We do have some electrical stuff going
This is
on,
gonna
though.
change everything.
Do a roll here.
Gonna roll the dice on this one.
Armor's pretty good. I think we'll just spend down. I think like 12 armor maybe means that we can skip the heal.
Legendary, it's my lucky day.
Some damage.
Get to work. That's aliens to be killed and gold to be mined.
When the damn bugs start feeling like family, you know it's time to quit. Loot bug looted.
Well, let me see if this will work. All right. Oh, there's like no audio. What did I click off? My bad. To get myself all situated with this golf ball thing. But I'll have to check out for like, it should only be like 10 minutes, hopefully, assuming this guy's on time, which you never know with people. It should only take me like 10 minutes to run over there and do it. If not less. Oh. No. They didn't put a sticker on there. I'm going to say I could have gotten a 50-cent refill on my Starbucks, but they didn't put a sticker on it.
Like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Maybe they do that so it's... maybe it's specific for the franchise location, so you can't go from one to the other and get the steal of a deal. Yeah, I bet that's what it is. So even if it had a sticker, it probably wouldn't work. Oh, my Lanta. Fire rate or damage? I think I just take damage.
The stuff of legend.
The surface is too packed for the supply pod to land. Please clear it.
Well... Or 10% all damage.
Give
Let's
me
go
that.
damage.
Prepare to fight for your life.
Now I gotta find some... Maybe... You know what? Maybe I'll like... Maybe I'll just lowball some Kirklands then. I gotta like strategize on how I'm gonna sell these golf balls. It's been the off season, so I've been like stacking them like crazy again. This is why I got like 1,000 of them. Nobody's playing golf in the rain season.
Should have worn a hard hat, stupids.
God.
I rarely pick one of these.
Not my favorite upgrades ever, but it is what it is.
Magnite.
Prepare to fight for your life.
This
Big
is
swarm is
perfect for a
approaching.
build. Ugh, I got it in the mouth. Ha.
Okay, boss isn't here yet. I actually didn't get an eye on how close we are to this Nitra thing, if it's even going to be possible. I think we're on the 3rd level. Wish there was a little menu I could... Oh, here. Wait, where'd it go? Here. So we need 123 Nitra in the next 2 levels. Well, 2 and then whatever else I can find in this one. We're almost out of it. I don't know if that's possible.
Dial it in.
You'd have to find some extra veins here and then get some like loot bugs or something. There's like a fair amount of unexplored area. It's not impossible. Rock those.
Go to hell.
Really want that XP. Try to circle back around for it.
Objective completed.
Okay. Like I said, loot bugs. I mean,
Who
it's
got a loot bug?
it's Nitra. It's something. Didn't find any veins though. I really don't. I think on any given map, you don't get 100 or 50 Nitra because we need. Oh, we need more than 50. Maybe it'll be close. We'll see. I mean, sure.
Gotta have that legendary.
Can't hang around forever, miner. These bugs aren't your friends.
Aw.
It's calling to me.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything left. Kind of like trying to double check in the corners because we are, if we end up winning this one, I mean, we're very close to getting that done with. And not having to go out of our way to get all the nitro like this would be really nice. Crit chance, huh?
Lock it in. Die, creep.
Running out of bugs. More are on the way.
More on the way. See, this gold is a total bait. It's in a corner. I mean, I'm still going for it, but it's bait. I know it is.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out.
Then
Drop
clear
pod
them
is
out.
not going to hang around.
Just the upgrade I was looking for.
You let me in, please? Thank you.
Plenty more where that
We could have hung out for a few seconds, but
Forward
that's all
waiting
good.
for you, miner.
You ugly son of a bitch.
Whoa. 40% fire rate. That's a very expensive, but it's quite good.
Legendary, it's my lucky day.
A little bit of that. I mean, it's fine. I really want to get this thing to level 18, though.
You don't see these every day. Gonna roll the dice on this one.
That's inefficient. It's inefficient. I bet we can find something and save our nitro.
Now this is a rare treat.
You have your objectives. Get it done, miner.
Well, we never found the piercing shots, so like the level 18 upgrades, I mean, we just kind of go for those because they're incredible, but yeah, without the piercing shots, it's not exactly as good as it could be. I don't actually remember what the max overclocks are on that gun. So the other thing about kind of getting to this point and needing a bunch of nitro, we don't have a nice way of generating nitro just from like mining or something like that, is that we can't actually go everywhere we want to go at the higher hazards. Be a bit restricted by bugs. We can get around that by just like having a good build. Yeah,
It's for me.
speed.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree.
And then the mining speed, so we can actually just break rocks and then open up the space so the bugs are not condensing themselves into a single area is pretty good. Oh god.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Okay, none nitro. It's just gold so far. I'm gonna we'll come back for that gold. We're gonna try to find the nitro early. There we go.
I rarely pick one of these.
Okay, damage and fire rate, or damage and reload speed, but other weapons are worse. Minus 30% damage on our two really high damage weapons seem bad. Guess we'll just do we'll do more damage. Again, without the piercing shots, I don't think it's that amazing. Nitro, please.
The swarm is heading your way. Load
None
up.
nitro. Man, come on.
Shoot to kill. I die a little inside every time.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hang out here for just a second. We got
Let's
the
show them some pie.
item pod dropping in.
We can't send in supplies until you clear out the landing zone.
Ooh, reload speed of all is crazy. Sure.
Nice. I'll take it.
Your item is to the east.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Feeling the heat here. I don't know, man. We're a little fucked. I mean, so I think we take pickup radius just so we can get some of these crystals. The 3% crit was really tempting though, because you can see we're just like, we're not quite there on damage. So one way to do it. I mean, these kind of suck too,
This will
man.
help me work harder.
Nitra. Holy shit, it's Nitra.
Woo, baby.
Like the difference between common and uncommon crit upgrades. It's uncommon is double the value of just the crit upgrade. It becomes so hard to justify taking. Even when they're good, they're just under rate. Think about rate a lot in terms of like card games. Like what is you know, not to just go back to Spire, but like how much damage is one energy worth at rate? Like when is a card worth picking kind of thing. It's kind of a philosophy I use in Magic drafting and whatnot. More than Spire, but have to imagine that rate for a pick in this game has to be somewhere between uncommon and rare, and probably depends on your luck. Everything goes back to Spire, dude. I have Spire brain. What can I say? Crit hit damage goes hard.
Just what I needed. I'm not scared of you.
Got a supply pod incoming. Well done.
Heads up.
All right, man. I mean, this might be it right here. So that takes us to 81% crit. We get tons of crit damage. Yeah. It's just the squinnies.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before
Whatever
the
they're
timer
called.
runs out. The drop pod is not going to
This
hang
is the
around.
smart pick.
Triggers, triggers, triggers. Really, everything goes back to card games for me, just because I've spent so much time in the last couple years playing card games. Speaking of which, I gotta buy my tickets for Manfest
Let's clear them out.
today. Keep forgetting to do that.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave.
I kind of feel like I need armor here.
Hell yes.
Fire rate on the shotgun we've established is just not that good.
Excellent work, Miner. Stage complete. Onwards to stage 5.
Okay. +3, you say? We can get both of these, so we get 2 overclocks.
A gorgeous gun for a gorgeous dwarf.
I mean, whatever.
Overclock time, baby.
I have knockback? We just want flat damage.
Put a bit of extra kick in it.
Oh, we can get both. 75. So we get reload speed for all weapons and
Hell
crazy
yeah.
move speed, and we can get this fire rate.
It's a little extra special.
What happens if you miss the drop pod? You lose.
Only one way to rouse the
That is the lose condition. They leave without you.
Miner.
Which is bizarre, because I'm the only dwarf down here. So they sent the thing all the way down to pick me up. And then they're like, well, he didn't make it in 30 seconds, so we gotta go. But yes, the game puts you under a lot of pressure, time pressure, and you can't stop the bar on top from progressing. So you only get a very limited amount of time to be in each level. It's one of the things I wish there was a way to spend more time in the levels, because the game is very fun. But
Power up thy kin,
yeah, you just don't get a lot of time. The only way to stall is by not killing the boss. So the drop pod only comes after you've killed the final boss. And you can kind of like run ahead of the final boss to try to just give yourself more time. But then, you know, the bugs get stronger, there's more of them, like there's a lot of time pressures in this game. I don't really want you hanging out and the missions are very long.
Or dead. Eat blood.
Yes, because that's just more gold up there.
Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky. So
The one
please
save
go
here
down.
might be if we can get the upgrade that makes it so we can find nitra from mining rock. So then we can just run around mining everything, trying to get the whatever we need to make up for our stuff. Mining speed's good enough for now. It's not really what we want in the final mission, but
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill.
we got on offer. Could have rerolled. Rerolled. Oops. I don't think we ever break through this. I think we get time pressured out, so we just gotta like run in and try to sit here for a second. Sure.
Gotta have it.
Good work. Supply pod
I
inbound.
drop kill.
Did not get it.
You don't see these every day.
So how much are we off now? 31 nitra. It would take probably 2 veins to get the 31. I think we've explored most of the map, and the dreadnought's about to spawn too, so I don't think we'll be able to get there. That is the dreadnought. So they just announced, I think,
It's big, and it's
today or
dangerous.
yesterday. Oh god, I might die here.
Come and get me,
Charge, you
big
idiots.
busting bug.
Oh. But they're gonna implement additional end bosses or mission types, so it's not always dreadnought. Oh god. Help. So the current end boss is always the dreadnought, and then in the future, I think they said the next update or so is going to be the egg mission. So you'll run around,
Bring it,
I'm sure,
Tiger.
mining, getting the eggs. Maybe you have to collect them, right? That could be a thing.
Yeehaw, this is it.
And then, so maybe deposit them, and then I'm sure you'll have to fight swarms or something. I think, secret sauce, in my opinion, I think the start of this Dreadnought fight I did not set up very well, because I was trying to find the Nitra. But you just kind of like crack open the area as much as possible. You just get rid of this stuff, because if the area is wide open, then you can pretty much always dodge the charge. But if you haven't done that, then you like end up getting stuck in a corner trying to mine out or whatever. And that's what gets you right there. Even use this idiot to mine stuff for us.
Feel much better now.
You're really pissing off the boss.
Okay, so what we're gonna try to do here
Objective completed.
is level up.
All tasks complete.
Go to the right.
The drop pod
Okay.
is prepped and ready.
So if I can level up, we're just going to spend a bunch of gold on rerolls. We've got 61.
Meet your maker, Crate.
I do have the last achievement to just spend money.
Attack!
So I do want to force that. Spend the money.
Need it.
And take the
Prove
dub.
that one dwarf can do the work of 4 if we just give you enough guns. Management is pleased.
Hey, we completed the dive. Okay, I gotta leave in like 10 minutes. Let me set a timer. I'm gonna set a timer for 9 minutes so I can put my shoes on.
Next up,
Okay,
Magma
Magma
Core.
Core, I'm just gonna go ahead and say is not my favorite level to play in. Upgrading incendiary to grenade to 25? It's not even good though.
It's a hazard 4 type of day.
I'll be there in 10 minutes, he says. All right. I'll be parked in front in a In a vehicle description. I think, who has the incendiary grenade? Is that the driller or the gunner? Blah, 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 blah. One of the weapons available to the gunner. Got it. So if we're going to have to do that, I think that, like, just Juggernaut at the higher hazards is probably one of the strongest ones. You start with extra HP, extra armor. Yeah. So we're gonna have to game this a little bit, which is kind of unfortunate, but we basically have to get, if we're gonna get to level 25, we have to get the incendiary grenade as the first upgrade. So if we don't get that, then it just kind of peters out, and that's, you know, it is what it is. So we'll get the gold for a reroll. I don't like spending 15 bucks on a reroll just to get the, like, the meta thing done, but it is what it is. At 16? Okay. Okay, sure. I mean, as much as I would love a legendary status effect upgrade, we don't do anything with statuses right now. I mean, eventually with the fire, right? I guess if we were always going incendiary grenade, maybe I was supposed to do that. But it was against mining. Early mining plus is extremely, extremely good. Game was just trying to tee me up. Sorry, I got golf on the brain. Incendiary grenade. All right, well, perfect. Now we have the unfortunate downside of having to play with the incendiary grenade, though.
The surface is too packed for the supply pod to land. Please clear it.
And we have to stack all our upgrades on it. I mean, it's like, I don't know. If we can get the area to be a bit bigger and a lot of reload speed, just a million reload speed, then maybe it'll be all right.
Well done, you got them all.
Wow, not incendiary grenade. Okay.
I'm growing stronger.
Help. Oh no. This one's gonna be so challenging. Okay, it's not over. We just, okay, so the other thing that we have to do, gotta think about this. The other thing we have to do is just find nitra, because leveling up the incendiary grenade in the shop is probably the other way that we're going to be able to accomplish this without having to just, like, throw all our in-mission upgrades towards it. Sure. Damage. Honestly, XP gain, so we can get more levels. I'm gonna run through. Reload speed.
I'm gonna be the best survivor.
Oh man.
I want it.
Oh, level up.
Nails to match
Okay,
it.
explosion radius versus an additional explosion that deals kinetic damage. Let's just go for, like, I don't really know. I think extra damage is really important.
This is gonna change everything.
Like, I had initially said, like, additional radius on the flame, but now that I think about it, like, just more flat damage is maybe better.
One down. Meet your maker, Crave.
Thank you, armor. Your Juggernaut's so good.
This ain't a
You're
picnic, miner.
cute.
The bugs are over. We're satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
Okay, what do we like here? Probably got to head out in, like, 2 minutes. What did he say? We should just go now. Yeah, I should just go now. All right, let's get out of here, and then I'll take a quick break. I'll leave the stream up just because I won't be gone that long.
Get enough of this rare stuff.
I don't want to go too deep on the grenade-based stuff. I think I'm going to take the minigun because it's the best weapon here.
Much better.
Ooh, I mean, I'm going to be greedy.
This. Dibs. This is gonna
Piercing
change
shot.
everything.
Okay.
Stage 1 completed.
Guess I should
Well
put up a
done.
little note
Taking
here.
Stage 2.
Notepad. No capture. Notepad. There we go. Nice and descriptive. Be right back. All right. I am back. I am back. I'm $20 richer. Can't wait to give that to my landlord in a couple weeks. It's going to be so fun. The American dream.
Epic upgrade? That's a no-brainer.
Yeah. The great transfer of wealth. Rich people near me golf on the golf course, lose said golf balls. My poor ass goes and picks them up and then sells them to another rich guy who golfs. It's an infinite money glitch. If they got a problem with it, maybe they should just be better at golf.
Next.
Oh. I mean, it hurts so bad. But we have to get to level 25 incendiary grenade so we can never pick incendiary grenade ever again.
I'm a better dwarf than yesterday.
You know what I mean? I think we got to try to go like one more
What
here.
else we got?
Oh, I can actually afford this. I wasn't expecting that.
It's a little extra special.
And then, as much as I want luck,
This is gonna help
the
me
only way
be
we're
a
actually going to
perfect
survive
dwarf.
is if we can level up our support
Easy to
guns
shoot and work to be
in an
done.
interesting way to
Do
help
it,
us
miner.
be handicapped by this incendiary grenade.
Ha! How are they ever gonna make it in this hellhole without me?
God, imagine the bullshit you could pull though, if there was ever a chance that you could live off of selling golf balls like that, used golf balls. Like imagine an economy where you buy or sublease an apartment or something like that, or a condo on multiple golf courses, and then you just go from property to property. Or, okay, screw that. You don't need a property. What if you just showed up and walked around various golf communities, and just picked up golf balls and resold them? Isn't that insane? Would never work. What up, McQueeb? You came in at a weird time, but just trust me, the train of thought did begin somewhere. I'm all right. I just got back from selling some golf balls. So we're talking about a fantasy world where you could do that as a living. Yeah, I showed this off earlier, but if you haven't seen my mini hoard, since you're here now, just so you know who you're working with, I live on a golf course, and I pick up golf balls and sell them. Ugh. Got this bag here is filled with golf balls. They got some down here that you can't really see. They're everywhere. But if I had to ballpark it, I've probably made like, I mean, I don't know at this point, like $400 or $500 selling golf balls. Not a bad little gig.
Hell yeah!
It's also really fun. So like I go for walks pretty much every single day, and then I just pick them up like a couple at a time. I usually only get like maybe, I don't know, 1 to 8 golf balls a walk or something like that a day. Sometimes it's very rare that I just strike out and get 0. It has happened, but it's pretty rare. Like that's usually on a day where I've like walked earlier or whatever. There was a time last year where some children around me were also going and picking up golf balls, so I had to like I had to manipulate my walk times to get out there in front of these like 8-year-olds who are also enjoying going and picking up golf balls, because that was like my thing. They were encroaching on my happiness, as most children do.
Supply blocked. Get the landing zone cleared.
Calling to me.
So yeah, I had to whoop their ass, and now they don't do it anymore. So nice try, idiots. Try again in 30 years when you got a brain like me.
Off the loophole. Let's get the minerals.
I forgot where I was. What were we talking about? What are we doing here today? Yeah, I don't know. It is kind of fun. I had this like weird thought when I first started doing it that like maybe I would aggregate the data and see if there was some kind of correlation between the golf balls that I was picking up and like you could maybe say the highest frequency of brands is maybe functionally the worst golf ball because they're more likely to be lost. I think it's pretty bad science though, just because it's not exactly a one-to-one correlation. They cost different amounts, different skill levels. You don't know who's hitting them. It's not perfect. It's just kind of like it was a fun idea. But then I started getting them in like the hundreds, and I'm like, I don't want to like sort this shit out. No, thank you. It's most of my day. I gotta stream Deep Rock Survivor. Like, we're out here trying to get like, you know, like one Prime sub is like 5 golf balls. So, you know, this or that. A little bit of both. Do I have a system to pick up the golf balls? I do not have a system to pick up the golf balls. I just pick them up. Again, it's like 1 to 8 per walk, so it's not too bad. Once per day. I'm not that old yet. I'm still mobile. I'm still functional. I didn't get like they have those like trash grabbers. You know what I'm talking about? Like with the claw on the end. That would be kind of neat. I also just like generally like clean environments, so if you could pick up some garbage on the walk too, that would be nice. But yes, they were picking them up to throw at cars or something. No, the children were also selling them. So they had a really cool system actually. So it was around the holidays. Yeah, around the holidays they strung up some Christmas lights on a cooler, like a large cooler, and then they had taken Ziploc baggies and individually partitioned out the different brands of golf balls into the cooler. And then they had this little string of lights over it, Happy Holidays. And they had a QR code there that said, it was an on your honor system. So they said, you know, basically pick whatever brand is your favorite. It's $1 per golf ball. And, you know, however many were in the bag is what people end up paying. I don't know how that system worked. I would personally, being in California, never trust people on their honor. I just don't think there's as much of an honor system out here as there would be, say, in the Midwest. Again, maybe some bias involved, some recency bias, but at the same time, like, in my experience, there's so many people out here that people don't treat other individuals particularly well just because there's so many. Like, you don't really need to treat your neighbor well because, like, dude, I got like 20 others. You know what I mean? But I'm a good guy. You know, maybe it's my upbringing. I don't know. It's just a feel. It's a feels thing. It feels different. You know, I was into Horde Survivors. I have pretty much every Horde Survivor game that exists. It's just that for me, I'm a little more time. I've been unfortunately on the unemployment market. I have not been gainfully employed since like early November. So I've had a little more time on my hands. But when I was more time restricted, I kind of like, not to get too inside baseball, but I kind of felt the pressure to stream the thing where more people would show up just because I was, again, more time restricted. So I was like, well, I got to play the thing that, you know, people are going to actually show up. I only have like 4 hours, a couple hours a week or whatever. I had to play the thing that people wanted to watch. But, you know, today, like, just kind of chilling and enjoying my early afternoon. So there's a lot of like, I've been streaming on Twitch for like 6 years now, and you know, it's just, I think in the early days of my streaming, I put a lot of like, I hate to say it, but a lot of like self-worth on just numbers and analytics and things like that. And I still kind of like, last night was a pretty bad night of Spire for me. I think I spent like over 8 hours between Spire and Balatro. I won 1 run in over 8 hours. So I went to bed in like a terrible mood. So I'm like, man, I'm better than this. Like, I know I can play these games better, but I'm also playing these games at like the highest difficulties. And some nights you're just off. So, anyway, yeah, it's something I still struggle with a little bit, but yeah, man, the numbers, I do everything I can. Like if you look at my, here, I'll just like whip this over real quick. Again, not to detract too much, but when I stream now, I hide all of my numbers other than how long I've been streaming. Because if I stream Deep Rock Survivor and I see that people are like actively unfollowing my stream or that people aren't actually here, it's like it does something to me. It like is not good for me, and that's something that I struggled with for a long time. So like, yeah, I mean, not streaming Spire usually means that people are like unfollowing my stream and nobody's really following in return because my numbers go down. So it's just like this whole thing, right? Anyway. It's hard to break out, you know? And I think Twitch, like discovery on Twitch has just gotten worse as more competitive platforms have come out there. You know, there's only so many people in a day, any day, looking to watch a stream. So now that the actually, this kind of actually came up recently with Slay the Spire 2. So correlation between Slay the Spire 2. Will there be a fraction of the community that just wants to still watch Slay the Spire 1? Because when 2 comes out, it's not probably going to be in the best possible state. And some people are still just going to want to go watch Spire 1. It's the OG. Something really interesting. Oh, the new one doesn't have corruption in it because it was too broken. But man, I'm really like itching for a corruption run. Please God, don't die. We're good. You know, like those types of things. So
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
Shit all sucks.
Need it.
Get it wrapped up, Miner. The longer you stay, the harder
Good thing we're on Juggernaut. This is why I chose Juggernaut for this, by the way. I mean, I mentioned it when I chose it, but this is exactly it. Incendiary Grenade is not good enough to carry. Getting it to 25 is a struggle. But yeah, anyway. Sorry, I'm trying to like, I can't read chat as it's coming in, so I'll get to you when I can. I don't know what you're saying right now, but yeah, I mean, I'm always available to chat online. I've talked to like, I love talking to other streamers, people who are trying to like do something with this platform that's productive and meaningful and whatever. So I put a lot of thought into it and love sharing ideas and stuff like that. That's when you were doing the multi-streaming stuff, I thought that was super interesting. Just, or the multicasting, whatever it's called. I think I'm dead here. Try not to die challenge 2024. Difficulty level impossible. Last seen in the year 2020. Most streamers struggle with that. So, yeah, not to mention viewer count. Yeah, it really is. It's a challenge. And then there's other like weird things that you have to consider too. Like, okay, I'll give you a for instance. So I'll give you a for instance. For instance, if you have lower view counts and you are trying to like you're like really trying to like grow your platform and do those types of things, you can't really alienate anybody. But what I mean by that is like, or make someone feel uncomfortable. Maybe alienate's the wrong word. Like if somebody's being backseaty, you kind of have to almost embrace it if they're the only person chatting. And it's like, you know, that could be really difficult for smaller streamers just because maybe that really annoys you, but you just like, you kind of have to go along with it. I'm not one of those. I just think that's a pretty common thing that comes up. I don't mind people like commenting on the game. It doesn't really affect me, but I know it affects a lot of people and they hate that stuff. But that's just like, yeah, that's just a for instance.
I've been dreaming of something like this.
Bugs are going insane. Move.
Hold on. I think we can kill this Praetorian pretty much whenever. I'm just trying to get a little bit extra out of this map because we are
Gunning for you.
We're not really seeing the incendiary grenade upgrades that I need to be seeing to get this achievement done. Achievement, whatever it is, milestone done. Our highest tier weapon was the not Subata, whatever the starter gun is for the gunner. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, so this is my other problem with the gunners. Like, I need to turn to shoot. I cannot do that because we have to constantly run. So we can get ourselves in a corner like this and then try to turn. Like a, a half second of DPS. Cool, very cool. We just need this incendiary grenade to like... Ooh, that's health. I agree, McQueen. It is hard not to do that. It is hard to do that. I've always tried to foster an environment of... I try to be more fun and do things that are more fun, but I am also the kind of like if you take a typical sports broadcast, okay, so you've got like the analytical guy and then you've got the color commentator. It's the classic duo. I'm like a little bit more of like maybe the color commentator or something like that. Like, just I need somebody to, or maybe I'm more the analytical guy. I just need somebody to tee me up. Like, if somebody tees me up and gives me a topic, I can probably riff for like 30 minutes. But if I don't get that, it's tough. So what I mean is, like, if chat's rolling, like I think in my peak of Spire, I was probably averaging like 100 to 150 concurrents like throughout a month when I was like playing peak Spire. And then it was like really easy for me to stream because I was like, oh man, people are in here like with 150 people. Usually somebody's saying something and I can just like riff for the next 30 minutes. But Spire's not exactly a game that lends itself well to not paying attention to what you're doing. Like, kind of like, it's something I want to sit there and just like, yeah, let's just talk about golf balls for 30 minutes or whatever and just like create these hypotheticals. But when you're trying to play 820 Spire, it's like, I think Spire in general doesn't necessarily... It's not necessarily the best game for my personality either in the long run, but I've never been able to like break out of that. I don't know what else I would do. You mentioned horde games. I played Rogue Genasia, Rogue something, Rouge. I don't remember. I picked that one up the other day. I played it. I was like surprised at how shallow it was, but I was planning on also seeing or playing a little bit of the new update for yet another, yet another Zombie Survivors, whatever the hell the game is. Might do that after this run. So it is one of my more favorite genres right now. The dopamine, man, it's endless. It's so good.
We have a supply pod prepped for you. We need the LZ clear. Objective completed.
And then, like, the new Potato update's coming out. I had to stop myself from playing Potato because I would just, like, play endlessly. Oh, my God. Please, sir. This one bug is screaming out of, like, 30 gold because I have the incendiary grenade. It's terrible. Oh, my God. Played it for. I think I remember you playing that. I think I popped into your channel when you were playing that a few times.
I'm a new dwarf.
It's interesting. I think it needs a little more work, but it's interesting. You know, the framework is pretty good. I think I got to the point where I started to unlock the newer characters, and I didn't play around with them too much. I don't really know. Can't remember. It felt like the game was extremely unbalanced. Like, there were only so many weapons, and some were clearly better than others as you were going to the higher difficulties, and you were kind of just like... I felt like, although a lot of these games can feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again, the gameplay often, like, detracts from... Like, this one has, like, a lot of, like, interesting movement. You're kind of trying not to take a bunch of damage here and there, but it's not always possible, you know? It's like there's a lot of interesting stuff with the walls and the different types of bugs, and we can use these explodey bugs to kill more. But, you know, like, there's some interesting mechanics there. Whereas Rogue Genasi, whatever it is, didn't really feel like it was that deep for me. A lot of these games just aren't, but yeah. Rice? Is that an acronym or is that the name of the game? I don't know if I know that one. If I just type Rice into Steam. Rice Competitive Indie Combat Experience? Is that it? Whoa. I see that you already own this game. This must be it. All right, I'll leave that tab open. I'll check it out a little later.
Gotta have it.
All right. So we have completed the dive. I'd really wanted to sit down today to try to do something a little bit extra on top of just completing the dive.
I'm not scared of you.
I'll say of the areas in Deep Rock Survivor, I think Molten Core is probably the most challenging. Maybe the vine area that restricts your movement a lot. That one's maybe a little more challenging. This one is also restricting your movement, but you can just go through it.
Yoink. Your history. Might as well.
Kinetic explosion. Maybe we'll try explosion radius this time. I don't know if I really felt the impact of the kinetic damage last time. I should have checked the damage numbers actually when I died. That was a little mind floated. But yeah, along what we were talking about earlier, I think like just doing fire damage. I think I've always respected Esty. I know you know Esty a lot. I've always respected Esty in that he's very purposefully gone out of his way to not be pigeonholed into a single game. It's never what he's wanted to do, and he's just like embraced it and done it. So give him a lot of props for just doing what he wants to do with the platform, for better or worse. I remember when he was playing One Step from Eden and Monster Train, I think. Two huge games for it. He's getting like 100, 150 people watching him play One Step from Eden. I still remember this from years ago. And he was like, no. I mean, yeah, I'm getting a lot of numbers or whatever, but at the same time, he just wanted to do his own thing. So he just kind of like checked out. I remember he had like a huge YouTube video hit with that too. I remember that. And he still was like, nah, I'm just gonna go like do my thing. He was in my channel last night, which is why and I was watching his. I sit in his stream quite a bit too, so fresh on the mind.
Baby.
This both suck.
Overclock time, baby.
He's fun. I actually played Deep Rock with SD years ago. The base Deep Rock with him and his buddies. I think we played some other stuff too. I played Escape from Tarkov with a guy named Jaeger from his community who's always there. He's a good dude. Love Jaeger. He does play tons of games. He also streams a lot. I think I saw his stream title the other day. He said his camera was off. I think his camera was off, and he was not talking that much because his voice was sore from talking so much. And I was like, yeah, dude, like he streams like every day. He streams like 8-hour sessions. No doubt. My voice would be killing me too.
This one looks best.
He's a real one, though. He does play a lot of games.
Work to be done. Up and at 'em, Miter.
Honestly, like, I don't even know if I could do that. I get so sick of seeing, like...
I forgot my lucky job.
I get so sick of playing just bad games, you know? And I think it's so funny that, like, so much of his content is around identifying good games now. And I was like, yeah, dude, there's, like, no one more qualified than SD to, like, identify what a core good game is. Because nobody plays more games than this dude. He plays, like, 300 games a year. Every day he's playing a new... I don't even know how you find this. I mean, you are really... This is the $1 DVD bin at Walmart. This dude's just scraping the bottom of the barrel to try to find the diamonds in the rough. He finds them. He finds great games. And he, like, honestly, he was like I think he was the first guy that I knew of. Maybe there's somebody else, but he's the first guy I knew of that played Tiny Rogues, and he was like, "This is one of the best games." I think he had helped the dev like come out with the update, one of the updates or something like that. I don't know the whole story, but the dev for Tiny Rogues, I think, is almost always in his channel. He's always hanging out, and he's like, he identified it, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I don't know, man. But then, sure enough, it's like a total banger of a game. Just he's got a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a gift because he's put in the work. I think oftentimes attributing things to luck and talent or whatever is a disservice to like the amount of time people have put in to look at that stuff. So I'm not going to say he's got a talent or luck, but he does what he does well.
Might as well. Bring it, Beckers!
I will say, since we were kind of talking about this earlier, and I'm just riffing right now. Again, sorry, this is super inside baseball for anybody who doesn't give a shit, but whatever. Whatever. It's just us, man. Just talking like it's you and me.
Drop supplies for you yet. Prep the landing zone for impact.
Hold on, little mind flooded.
I rarely pick one of these.
I'll say that's probably got to be one of the most difficult ways to grow on Twitch, though, is if you're always changing categories every day. It's like, it's usually not what people gravitate towards. And Twitch itself, I'll say people, but also say the platform. From what I've seen of how it promotes channels, they're not entirely forthcoming with their algorithm and how they like actually put people in front of you. But I think like having like an active chat, getting subs, like all that stuff, probably, yeah, maybe for better or worse, like goes a long way to having Twitch promote you. It's kind of like, I think about it like YouTube, you know, like if you have a lot of comments on a YouTube video, it tends to do better in terms of the algorithm, like the engagement stuff, right? A lot of likes or whatever, like, comment, subscribe. So if you have a lot of that going on, I think the algorithm probably promotes you. And I think the same is probably true of Twitch.
This one suits me best.
Where if you are getting a lot of engagement, then I think Twitch is probably more likely to promote you. Oh, you're good, man. Enjoy your Popeyes. That's some real shit. love me some Popeyes. Extra crispy, please. It's almost too bad that Popeyes got as big as it did, because, man.
A heavy autocannon. Perfect for self-defense.
It's good. Me personally, I'm a Canes guy. Maybe Canes is a little bit too mainstream now, but I like a Canes. Is extra crispy something you asked for? I don't know. I thought it was. I haven't been to... admittedly, I haven't been to Popeyes in a long time. So, I just remember, like, you get some extra crispies from Popeyes, and it's real good. Spicy.
Give it to me.
If you're not a spice guy, you don't want to ask me about spice. I
This one looks
will eat the spiciest, hottest foods that you can imagine. So I'm not good at measuring like a normie level of spice anymore. My tolerance is too high.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it.
Walking jalapeno. I piss capsaicin. No, I don't. I hope not.
Now. Threat level increased. Well done. You got them all.
That sounds extremely painful, actually.
Gotta have it. Attack! Die, monsters!
My scanner is overloading.
I've never, I tried... Hold on, I gotta think now. Minus damage, but more fire. Or we take the kinetic. Let me try more fire, because we did take some fire upgrades already. See if this works the way I want it to do. I think we're straddling the line. We need to get more, like, fire synergies going. Yeah, I mean, that's just a ton of fire. That can be good. Maybe that's the way. More fire.
Dial it in.
Oh, this is kind of working.
Yeah.
They're getting worse, my
mean, I want you, but we got to do
one
this.
suits me best.
We're more than halfway now. And we're only on the second level. The thing is, it's like when you get 4 weapons in this game, it actually makes it harder to concentrate your upgrades onto the one thing you want, which is unfortunately incendiary grenade. What up, man? Welcome on in.
Running out, Miner.
We are we're doing the upgrade the incendiary grenade to level 25 challenge.
Notified. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It
This
won't hang
level.
around.
Let's just do fire damage. Well, no, we should try to get this to level 6. Because it is also fire damage. Okay, fire damage.
This one looks best.
Ooh, look at all the numbers. They're just hopping around. We got fireworks going on.
It's calling to me. Ooh. Think you can kill me?
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Stage completed. Onwards to stage 3.
Let's see if we have more coffee. It's only, I mean, I guess it's 3 o'clock. I woke up late. I streamed until like 2 a.m. last night, though. a little late.
I rarely pick one of these. This worked. Let me
Feeling
try
it today.
again.
Ooh, baby. 50% damage.
This one.
We don't really care about the 50% damage, but we care about the level. And then this is like, we're doing the fire thing.
This is
Could we just take that? I'm not willing to spend down my nitra because the shop and rerolls is one way that we're able to concentrate upgrades onto the incendiary grenade. Yeah, stay a while. Check it out. We've been playing for a couple hours now. So, I've played this game a lot. I have 1 achievement left to go. It's just to spend gold. I've done most of the unlocks already. So, this might end up being my last run. We'll see how it goes. And then I'm going to do yet another Zombie Survivors, which just had an update. So I want to make sure I get that in before too long. And then I'll probably break for the day and come back this evening and do something else. We'll see.
Damn.
But I highly recommend it. I don't know if it's like on sale right now or if it has maybe look up like the price history, see if it's gone on sale. But I think in terms of like a horde shooter, they just had an update today or yesterday on the roadmap and stuff like that. So they're still actively working on it. There's some cool stuff coming, and it's a ton of fun. I actually highly recommend it for a horde shooter if you're into that kind of thing.
This is perfect for my build.
Also, if you just played Deep Rock Survivors, it's really fun to just be back in a Deep Rock environment. It's very similar, like voice lines and that kind of thing. You see, you got Bosco there, not really doing anything, but he's here, you know? He's hanging out. There's a good amount of depth in terms of like movement and what you try to do in the levels. So like when you first start out, it might seem a little bit simplistic, but there's a lot of stuff to unlock and check out. And then, yeah, surprising amount of depth when it comes to the movement and the maps. And like there, we procced that thing on purpose.
Too much crap in the way.
Clear out some
Supplies
space.
can't land. Clear it
Those
out,
guys,
Miner.
you can proc by getting in close proximity. I don't know.
Yoink.
It's just a fun one.
I want it.
Also, so I picked up this game the day it came out, and I happened to be stuck in an airport. I remember this. I was stuck in an airport for like, I don't even remember, like 8+ hours or something, which is not like terribly long. You can definitely get stuck in an airport longer than that. But I had my Steam Deck with me, and it, like the day it came out, it didn't play perfectly on Steam Deck, but it was good enough. It wasn't verified, I don't think. It was like, it drained the battery pretty quick or whatever. But I had it plugged in because I was at the airport. And, man, I played it
Excellent job.
like all 8 hours, and then I got on the plane. The plane also got stuck in the air. It couldn't land at SFO for a number of hours or whatever. I don't know, man. It was awful. But I had Deep Rock Survivors. It got me through.
Give it to me.
So just for that, I think it was worth it. Whatever it cost. Maybe an extra
This one almost
drone.
makes it too easy.
Big swarm detected. Bug up and get ready.
There is gold. See you later.
Okay, the fire is making it a little hard to see where these bugs are. All right.
Let's show them some pain.
Okay, so the boss is here. I do need to make an effort to get back and get our item. Honestly, give me some pickup radius. I think we're struggling in that department. Especially with grenades and weapons that are like way out in the distance. Like these little crystals are going to pop up not necessarily on top of the characters. So the more range we have, I think is going to be a net positive. Sure.
Feels rare. Feels right.
Supply pod imminent.
Magnets are so good. Okay. Life and regen. We are on the Juggernaut. So just extra life and regen goes pretty hard because we have so much base armor as it is. Got 10 base armor. How much armor do we have total? 40? I feel like we have more than that. Juggernaut. 10 armor, 50 HP. It's probably that or just injecting some dodge, but I don't think I care about that.
Like
This build is getting flashy, man. Getting to be a bit much.
That's the one. Hell yeah.
Oh my god, we got there. Plus 25% explosion radius, and it pulls in enemies before detonation. That seems pretty sick.
This works.
See if we can actually notice it. Please suck them in. It doesn't. They kind of like jitter a little bit, I guess. It's not actually. I don't feel like the suck enemies in is actually doing anything. It affects their movement very slightly. So I guess we could think about it as like a knockback, because it kind of just makes them jitter a little bit.
Be happy you can't see my scanner. But I advise that you move, miner.
I'd hope for a little bit more. I feel like maybe the collision on the bugs won't allow them to do that. Maybe like the game prevents them from stacking too much. Or the pull maybe needs to be a little stronger. I don't know. Please, 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 please.
Threat level increasing.
Loot bug eliminated.
Which airports had internet cafes? Like old school LAN cafes? Like PC, what do they call them? PC bangs or something like that? From Korea and stuff? They kind of do. Well, if they don't really. They really don't. They kind of do if you get into one of these credit card clubs or whatever they're called.
Has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
I think Amex has a really nice one if you give them... No. Chase has a really nice one if you give them like $600 or something like that. It's something outrageous.
I want it.
Stage 3 done and dusted, miner. We'll have a good meal ready for you when you return.
Okay, you know what it is. We are just trying to get this to 25.
It's a little extra special. What else we got?
Ooh, epic mining speed. Gotta take the roll, man.
What else?
Ah, brutal.
I want it.
Change damage to fire, yes.
Bugs. I rarely pick one of these.
We've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
When this is done, I'm starting my own bloody mine, that's for damn sure. Show them how it's done. Hell yes!
I feel like I don't ever underrate mining speed, but I think it's like it's so valuable. It's movement, right? Also makes it so you're not standing in one spot too long, so you can actually get these like meta resources and stuff, which gets increasingly difficult to do. I think I still need them all. I'm not really trying to prioritize one over the other. Oh my god, I think I got hit by like 2 of those already.
Get ready.
Okay, it's okay. We took the extra regen. Get it back. There you go. I was talking about, I don't know if you're still here, but I was talking about World of Warcraft in like the alpha beta phase. Did you ever play during that? I mean, I know you played Classic, but I don't know if you played like that early on, if you got into like the open betas and stuff like that. I was saying there was some jank where you used to be able to sit in bodies of water, and then there was no evade thing that would occur, so you could just like kill every enemy in the game because they couldn't path or swim in water.
I'm growing stronger.
There's some cool stuff. I was trying to think of other things. I also said like you used to be able to fish up essentially any item that could drop in the game. He was in the fishing pool, so you could pick up like weapons and stuff like that from fishing. That was very early on. They patched that out.
The supply pod LZ's blocked. Please clear it out.
That's why when people race back to Classic WoW, I was like, this isn't Classic WoW. You don't even know. You don't even know
Get ready. They'll be
how
with you
jank this
shortly.
game was when it came out. Wow, dude, look at... I think this is like tanking my FPS a little bit. Clearly they haven't optimized for 9 incendiary grenades going off.
Alien, come. Hello and goodbye.
Okay, one more Apaka. We really need that XP that was just on the ground, though. The elite acid spitter? The hell? Did we just got here?
Back to hell.
Gotta get the item, too? Oh my god, we have so much to do.
Think you
We
can
really need a
kill me?
magnet.
Well, think again.
Oh, please.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
Please.
Take that.
Okay. So this has not really gone up in levels. I feel like this is a...
Good
The
work.
quickness of this level is somewhat a product of how well we've been doing. Ooh. Yeah, we'll take another source of healing for sure. Mining drugs. Perchance doesn't really do anything. I'm just going to keep going move speed. Like going from 15% to 21% when the bulk of our damage is probably fire at this point anyway doesn't seem to make sense.
Threat level keeps increasing. You need to work faster.
Feeling much better now.
Gold here. This game does make me want to play some Deep Rock, though. So I guess it's working as intended.
The threat level just went up.
Oh, we're so in. Okay, okay, okay.
Just the upgrade I was looking for. Epic
Take the
upgrade.
XP gain. It's a little late for XP gain, but the incendiary grenade has not gotten a single level this round.
This.
Drones explode instead of returning to you. I don't really understand drones will circle around the player.
Clock this, bugs.
See the value of
All
that.
tasks complete. Steve,
Oh shit, we killed him.
Scared
the
of you.
drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
All right, man. This is it. This is all we got. We got to get a couple more levels off of just this. Okay. Or more. It seems highly
Move on,
doable.
Miner. The drop pod will head out moment. Stage 4 completed. Next stage is the Dreadnought. Prepare accordingly.
So for gold, I think we take XP gain. So we can hopefully get more levels to get more incendiary grenades. And then we need to hold them for like rerolls, essentially. The 10 gold rerolls here are obviously cheaper than the 15 gold ones while we're in the mission. So we're going to go until it says about 15.
Surely next time will be better.
Yeah, so we'll go one more. No, I love you.
Let's shake
There
it
we
up.
go.
This one.
We only got one. Hey, one more, because it's 5 when we have so much nitro.
Nothing for me here.
Oh,
Let's
come
try
on, man.
again.
All right.
Dial it in.
A little bit unlucky, I'll say.
When you destroy the small cocoons, and watch out for elites. Keep your cool, you will make it out just fine.
Really? Okay, so I got to the 15 gold. I wanted to get reroll started. We need 2 more levels, so we can get that either from 2 individual level ups, or we can just like get lucky with the +2 levels on incendiary grenade. Nitro does not do anything for us, right? We have gold tip bullets too. Forgot about that. Being has 4 level 56. The reason why like prioritizing XP up was so important is because 56 we've pretty much capped out. Like this is kind of where it ends. The likelihood of us getting so many additional levels to get 2 levels on incendiary grenade is pretty low. These levels go quick. Yeah, so we gotta like XP is fine, but we gotta roll. That is rough.
This is my pick.
Honestly, it's very likely we might just not get there.
You shouldn't need precious minerals. It
Whoa.
The time is up, great. Sorry, little bug. Your own fault for being full of goodies. I found a gold vein. Here.
Supply pod prepped and ready, miner. We need you to clean up the landing zone.
That will teach you.
Okay, this is awful. We're not even really close to level 58. We're about to proc the Dreadnought. I haven't been able to clear out space. Should have gotten the lucky feat. Should have played halfling, so when I roll a 1, I just get a free lucky feat. And then have lucky feat on top of that. Ooh. Here's an idea. Custom item for D&D. Call it Lucky Feet. F-E-E-T. It's a pair of boots. Or a pickled... Oh god, that's the Dreadnought. I haven't been able to get a level. It's like a pickled foot you can carry around. Okay, we gotta look. +2 levels, please. +1 level. We take it. We gotta take it. We gotta take it. We can get 1 more level here.
I'll take this one.
McQueeb, dude, welcome back. That was some quick Popeyes, man. Did you purposely pick your new apartment or home to be near a Popeyes chicken? I would not blame you. Big O, do we have Popeye's chicken out here in the bay? I feel like I haven't seen one. I mean, I can Google it too. I don't know if you'd know. I don't know if you're a chicken guy. We should do we should do chicken one of these days for D&D. We do have Popeyes? Oh. I think we don't have Canes, because I've looked for Canes before. Shit. Maybe we have Canes. I'll have to look again.
I knew today was gonna be good.
My girlfriend's parents came out from the Midwest, and they went to In-N-Out, and they're like, it wasn't that good. And I'm like, In-N-Out is maybe the most overrated fast food I've ever seen. It's good for the price point, but In-N-Out is not good food. It's just not. Sorry. I trade in my California card in right now.
Meet your maker, Crave.
The bugs aren't appreciating your presence, Miner.
XP when we take damage. Yeah.
Might as well.
So we want XP when we take damage, so we can purposely take damage, so we can get more level ups, so we can get this to 25.
I'm a new
Send me a
dwarf.
picture. I'll look at it in a second. Concur. See? I feel like when you look or drive by an In-N-Out, there's always a line. It's wrapped around the building 3 times, and then it goes out into the street. There's like 50 people waiting for In-N-Out every single time. I'm telling you, these are paid actors. These are paid actors by In-N-Out to drive more business there. It is not that good. Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta focus up.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill.
Ooh. Dude, I tried so hard. Chick-fil-A? I don't know. I'm not going to stand Chick-fil-A, but I think it's pretty good. Sent me a picture. Is it extra crispy? It's just you at Popeyes? All right, man. Right on. Do they have the extra crispy? Can't see the menu. Family meals. Did you ask him about it? Incendiary grenade really went ham, though. All right, I gotta do one more. We're just gonna run it back. I'm gonna say we got unlucky. I played to my outs, and we got a little unlucky.
Find the damn thing, destroy it.
Spicy regular 50-50.
I die a little inside every time I have to take out a loot bug.
So I know incendiary grenades is not an ideal weapon here. I'm not gonna say it sucks. I would in private, but I won't say that on stream.
Just what I needed.
I'm trying to do this mission here, which is upgrade incendiary grenade to 25. That's the only reason why I'm prioritizing it. My problem with Chick-fil-A is pretty straightforward. It's kind of like Chipotle, but you can't intimidate them into doing better work. So I'll give you for instance. So Chipotle, I mean, you can love it or hate it, I don't care, but I usually get Chipotle like once a week.
Why not?
It's my fast food of choice. It's my fast casual of choice. But if you go in to Chipotle, you can look them dead in their windows of their soul, straight in their eyes, and say, "Can I get a little more meat, please? Can I get a little more rice, please? I see you've skimped on the black beans. Can I get some more beans?" And they usually, you know, like cower in fear at a tall 6'4" man and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir," with a full beard. "I will give you more rice and beans," which costs the company 5 cents. You know, it costs you nothing. It costs me like $20. Inflation's out of control on my burritos. Excuse me, burrito bowls. I don't do burritos. I think honestly, it's a little bit toxic for anyone who goes into Chipotle and gets a standard wrapped burrito and then asks for additional ingredients, because you know that thing's going to tear. And they're going to have to, you know, if you're going to do that, you'd be like, you know what? A little extra, please, and then go ahead and double wrap it. Just make it happen. Like, it doesn't have to be beautiful. Just make that shit tight, you know? Wrap it up. So, you can do this at Chipotle. You can go intimidate them. Intimidate the young minimum wage workers there who just don't want to be there either.
Incendiary
Um,
grenades for a dwarf
And it
like
works.
me.
It's great. Chick-fil-A, similar problem where like not all chicken pieces are made equal. Some are bigger than others, but you can't walk in there and be like, "Can I get the large chicken breast, please?" Oh my God, 3 levels?
Feels like a brand new gun.
It doesn't work that way. So sometimes you go to Chick-fil-A and it's like, "Oh man, this is great. This is like a nice portion. It's pretty." Oh my God, 6 levels?
My nails to match it. Overclock, my favorite type of clock.
So sometimes Chick-fil-A is just better than other times. Also, they put pure detritus on every single chicken sandwich. They put pickles on them. Some people stand by this. They love pickles on a chicken sandwich. I don't understand it. It takes all of the flavors than just pickle. It's just pickle. I don't like pickles, so I'm extremely sensitive to this topic. But I don't get it. So sometimes I say, "No pickles, please." I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in like probably 4 years, if not more. Like I haven't been to Chick-fil-A since I think I moved to California.
Power of my kin courses.
So maybe it has changed a lot. But every once in a while you see like say, "No pickles, please," and they still put pickles on there. And people make mistakes or whatever, but it ruins the experience for me.
That hit the spot.
Oh, yoink. One Chipotle tortilla is 320 calories, so that's an extra 640 calories over a bowl. Okay, I'll tell you how you get your calories at Chipotle since you asked so nicely. You get your calories at Chipotle, yeah, you get the burrito bowl, you feel good about saving on carbs, but then you negate that by then getting chips and using the chips as the delivery mechanism for the bowl. So you scoop, chomp, scoop, chomp, scoop, chomp. That's the strategy. I stand by it. Honestly, like reload speed's probably better, but we'll take some base damage.
This one looks best.
Because if you look up I haven't looked in a long time. I think if you look up the calories at Chipotle, you're absolutely right. It's the tortillas, like significant percentage of it. But the chips are also like 1,000 calories. So,
Take one of these.
pick your battles or whatever.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass
Feeling much
moving,
better
miner.
now.
You made short work of stage 1. Well done, miner.
Ooh, a little reload speed.
Feels rare.
Yes, yes,
Feels right.
yes. That was huge.
Nope.
One more,
Try
please.
again. Gotta
He's
have
fine. Move speed's fine.
It. It's calling to me.
Get to work.
Can I even see how much progress I've made towards spending 20,000 gold today? I think we started at 15,000. I mean, I don't think we've spent 5,000 gold in a couple hours, but yeah, that's a tough grind. I think spend 20,000 gold is the rarest achievement in Deep Rock Survivor, which is insane because it's literally like just play the game. It really speaks to how much you have to play the game. Maybe the kill the Juggernaut with less than 30 HP is now the rarest. Not sure. Oh, my Lanta. Sure.
This one.
All I'm saying is the item from spending that much money must be sick. It's gotta be. Can't wait to be disappointed someday.
Big swarm detected.
Dodge 100 times during a run is the rarest. Oh, okay. I mean, you really got to go out of your way to do that. So I guess I get that one. You got to be achievement hunting. You're not going to get 100 dodges in a run organically. I sincerely doubt it. You got to be playing the scout. You got to like do a bunch of weird stuff to do it. You got to stack a bunch of like armor on top of your dodge so you can take extra hits. That one was a bit tricky. I feel like there's something else I did too, but the other thing is like you can't get. Oh, you have to get there's a dodge item that you can get, so you kind of also have to get that. and get a little lucky.
Prepare
It's hard to
fight
do
your
without
life.
that.
A big swarm is approaching.
But if you get that, it's actually pretty easy. But yes, if
Exemplary work. You've achieved your
the
objective.
level 25 incendiary grenade is like it's kind of a priority for today, and then I am playing the Juggernaut character. I mean, you have to play the gunner, but I'm playing Juggernaut because I know that the incendiary grenade's not particularly good. So we're going to be taking some extra damage because we're not killing things as fast as I normally would expect. So we've strategized around it. Really? Well, the Dreadnought one just came out, so that one I'm not surprised by. 50 armor may have also just come out with the salt biome update. That always happens in these horde-based survivor games. They do like, you know, a lot of them do always. They always inject additional, and then I now got to go back to it, get my 100% blue badge back, because that's how I get some sense of self-worth going. I need my dopamine. It's not the most unhealthy way of getting some kind of endorphin rush, I guess.
Now we're cooking with gas.
So we just run it back? We're just running it back, man. This is what we did last time.
One crate of goodies on the way, miner.
Heads up.
Oh, my, dude, I dropped 1% of my frames. Man, that shit is getting so old.
I rarely pick one of these.
Maybe if and when I get gainfully employed, I'll go back to my higher tier internet
Courses through me.
and just pay the extra $100 a month to not have this terrible service. But it doesn't have to be that way. This is my frustration with ISPs. Like, it doesn't like, why is my connection so much worse? Like in theory, my upload speed, I think it's a lower tier package that my apartment like basically went in and everyone's got a cheaper internet package. Great.
The threat level is
But
increasing.
for whatever reason, it's just like I have enough upload download speed. I'm like, that's satisfactory. But now randomly I'm just starting to get drops in my stream. But it shouldn't be that way because it's enough. I don't know. I don't know how to talk about it effectively, but it's obnoxious. That was a lot of levels.
Sure, why not?
I mean, honestly, 10% mining speed is sick.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff. It's calling to me.
Sure.
This one's so me.
Okay.
It's calling
Sidearm?
to me.
Ooh, piercing shots versus fire. I guess we're just going to do fire.
Favorite type of
Got your
clock.
scent now. Threat level increased.
I'll try to see if my drop frames goes above 1%. But it's not like there's anything I can really do about it, you know? It's not like I'm secretly running a torrenting server that I can just toggle off real quick or something. Like, worst case scenario, my girlfriend is scrolling Instagram or TikTok, and that should not interfere with my stream that much. Hey, babe, can you stop scrolling TikTok? It's fucking up my stream. It's 2024, man. We got to do better than that.
Bullets the size of beer
Guess what's on the
bottles.
menu? More bugs. And they're pissed.
Need more status damage? I agree. I want my fire numbers to be bigger. I got a lot of fire numbers. Now they just need to be bigger.
Take that!
The bugs are going insane.
Yeah,
Move,
give me
move,
some
move.
sugar.
Ooh.
This.
Yes?
Overclock.
Okay, we get the explosion radius and suck.
The threat level keeps rising. You have to move, miner.
Give it to me. Attack!
I'm hooked on the blue crystals, but we do need to get out of here. Okay.
Tough choice.
Honestly, 19 by level 2 is crazy. We were at 20 going into level 5 last
They're
time.
everywhere.
I wish I could do lifetime.
It'll do.
More grenades, please.
You ugly son of a bitch. Feels rare. Feels right. Ooh.
Please.
Say hello to my little
Drop
friend.
pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out.
Oh my
The
god,
drop
more
pod is
mining
not going
speed.
to hang around.
It's so cracked.
This makes
How much mining
whole
speed do we
life
have?
better.
55%?
Ooh.
It's like we have the driller buff all the time.
Might as well.
I mean,
I always waste my money on cosmetics.
30% fire damage. Okay,
Legendary.
Get yourself
It's
onto
my
that
lucky
drop pod.
day.
It's about to
this
head
is the
out.
run.
That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Okay, this gets us to level 21. More flat damage is kind of whatever, but
I'm a new dwarf.
it's all right. We just keep looking.
Show me more. I want it. Sure, why not? Let me try again.
More mining speed? I mean, I do want this, but I'm not willing to throw down until we have level 25. That's the whole point of this. More fire, more metal, more rock, more stone. Mining speed. I don't think we have enough. I want to be able to walk through
Your
walls.
mission is clear. Get to it.
Yeah, we're almost there. Didn't we get the, yeah, we get XP through rocks, too.
Ooh, baby. I found a gold vein.
Sorry. Paying attention.
Prepare to fight
Getting a
the
little...
elite. The big
It's
storm
like...
is approaching.
It's a little hard to... I said this last time, but it is a little hard to see with these incendiary grenades. Going crazy.
This one's for Carl. Gotta have it.
Can't land the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed.
Oh, dude, mining speed. Mining speed's just so good. It's the whole level. So what would really take this to the next level, I think if we could get one of those that's like get gold or nitra from walls and then we just like
Get ready.
mine.
Be with you shortly.
Returned again? Wait,
Scanner shows clear. Supply pod
I thought you were already back. Yeah, I mean this is just straight upside. Sure.
Nice. I'll take it. That will teach you.
Did you get your apple pies this time? Did you make sure? Did you look them dead in their windows of their soul and be like, the apple pie's in there? Don't make me look.
Fuck on this.
No, you don't want to make enemies like that.
This one suits me best.
Some pickup radius. I feel like I haven't gotten one of those yet. Ah, come on.
Gotta have it.
Prepare to fight the elite.
Oh, you were there when you messaged me.
It will get you
Oh, I see. It all makes sense. So you didn't move in next to Popeyes. Ugh, I mean, ask and you shall receive. Only that worked with, like, Prime subs or whatever. Oh, man.
Let's clear them out.
Okay, we need 2 more Apoca Blooms. We got them right here. We're good.
Well done, you got them all.
It's a magnet? Oh, you shouldn't have.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
So I'll say that stacking on
Shouldn't need precious
this sidearm is
minerals.
not particularly
It will
good.
get you killed.
It's kind of like the same thing with the Subata on the driller. Just throwing down a bunch of
I'll take the
extra levels on it doesn't really help you that much.
a new
Doesn't
dwarf.
status effect.
gotta have it. I'm gonna be the best survivor. Give me that.
Vacuum cleaner? Okay, there may be some delightful ambient vacuum noise. Let's see. No, it's the coffee grinder. That's what it is. That just brings, it just brings a smile to my face. Oh, I love coffee.
Alert.
Now, I gotta make sure I eat.
Freezing.
Talked before, I've been doing some intermittent fasting to lose weight. It's been working extremely well. But
Hell yes.
it does make it a little
I'm
tricky to,
clocking
like,
into 11.
you know, you skip breakfast, but then you start streaming, and then you gotta, like, somehow find time to eat. I think it looks, I mean, everything's going the right direction. We should get our level 25 here. We'll do yet another
Come and get me, you dig.
Drop pod
Zombie
arrived.
Survivors.
Get there
Check out the
before
new
the timer
update.
runs out. The drop
Get
pod
another
is
cup of
not going to
coffee.
hang around.
And then I'll probably break, do some YouTube stuff, and then come back this evening for something else. That'll be the plan, man.
Not too shabby.
YouTube, I think yesterday was like my
Stage 3 completed.
my best day on YouTube ever.
You did good work,
Which isn't
Miner.
crazy. It's not crazy by most standards, but
Dial it in.
it's cool to see. You do get to level 25. It's nice to see, like, you know, efforts.
I'm raring to
I don't wanna
try
say
this
rewarded,
out.
but,
Surely next time will
yeah.
be better. Bingo.
Putting in effort and getting something in return is
Work.
nice.
There's aliens to be killed and
So I had a
ghosts to be
Balatro
mined.
video do pretty well. For me, again. Like, a, you know, 150 views or something like that. And so it's reaching more people, right?
Dirt is the best way to make a
But
living.
somebody, like, went out of their way to, like, dislike the video. And I'm like, what did I do? I thought YouTube hid dislikes so nobody hits that button anymore. So I must have really said something terrible. Which doesn't really seem like me, but... you never know. It's not about making everybody like you. It's about finding, you know, the few people who really jive with your stuff. It's just like real life. Tough lesson to learn, you know? It's like high school, college, you're around, like, the same people. And you kind of have to get along and whatever, popularity matters. And then, like, the hard lesson that everyone goes through
Detected.
is
Get
that
ready.
actually real life isn't about getting everyone to like you. It's just about finding a couple cool people to jive with. Not everyone's gonna like you. You're not gonna like everybody else. Better that way.
Die!
It's even empowering, if you will. That's like when I was playing Magic the Gathering in person when we first moved out here. I got back into Magic. I've told the story before. I got back into Magic the Gathering, started playing some Commander. It was a lot of fun. I was going to a local game store. But I wasn't enjoying playing with everybody at the store. But I was like, I don't know, I was like a normal enough guy to where I got invited to a private Magic group, basically, where they were like, yeah, why don't you come hang out with us and play Magic outside of the game store? And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And it was like a really good time. And I still play Magic with them from time to time. But, you know, it's not about liking everybody you play Magic with. It's finding, like, a group of people that you do like playing with. It's so much better when you do. Same thing with games. Like, I like playing multiplayer games all the time. Love playing games with buds, but
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
The scanner just lit up
it
the
can
exit
be
entry.
it can be
We got a
difficult to
swarm
find your
incoming.
people. Like my Balatro videos? Thanks, man. I like making the Balatro videos because
I'm having
they're super easy to make. The Balatro runs so comparatively. So making the Spire videos takes me hours. For every Spire video that's like, say, an hour and a half plus,
just what I needed.
it probably takes me 2x the time to go through and edit and then do all this stuff in Premiere, and then like I gotta chop it up, download it, edit it, actually make the video, render the video, then I gotta upload it, then I gotta do all the YouTube stuff and let it process. Like it's easily 2x the time to make a Spire video. But the Balatro runs comparatively are so much shorter than Spire that like there aren't breaks in between. You're kind of just sitting there playing Balatro, so I just kind of like chop them up and get them to YouTube much faster. So they're easier to make.
I'm gonna kill you all.
I love and appreciate. A dislike is still engagement on your video and has value.
Sure, why not?
Oh my god. I like the way you think. That's funny though.
11.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just funny that... Oh my god. Sometimes I wonder,
rarely
man, what
take
are we
one of
doing?
these.
Still engagement. Yeah. You know, if somebody likes my stuff enough to go out of their way to click the like button, I think I should be, like, equally honored that somebody disliked my content enough to go out of their way to dislike it.
Go to hell.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready.
Put
Get on
typos
it
in the
before it
thumbnail?
leaves.
Well, I purposefully misspell steaks whenever I stream Balatro. Say big steaks, but it's like, you know, beef steaks. Steaks. Yeah, might just give me some crit at this point. It hasn't worked yet,
Got it in the mouth.
but someday it will.
Time's ticking, Miner. Move
Get the
it.
hell out of here. What the hell?
Congratulations, Miner, on completing the 4 easy steps. Next up is the final stage.
You don't want to see that type of content? Well, you didn't exactly ask me for advice, but if you are recommended content that you don't want to see on the YouTube homepage, you can, there's a little like, whatever a vertical ellipses is called. There's a little expand menu there, and you can say that you're not interested in that content. I do that. I actually was talking about this story where I watched one.
Now we're
We
cooking.
watched this on stream. It was so funny. It was one, I don't want to call it a van life video. It wasn't exactly van life stuff, but we watched this one video on stream, and then from that point forward, YouTube was like, oh my God, this guy, this, you know, millennial man is into van life. Give him all the van life content available, because apparently this is like, I don't know, a personality for some people where they just are the van life guy.
Please.
So it's a big thing.
This is it.
But it was like, I watched one video because it was like a joke, and
Miner.
then it was all that I saw. So I had to go through and say, not interested, not interested, not interested. And then now I no longer see van life content, but it took a few tries. Yeah, and if you really hate a specific channel, so like for me personally, I tend to not like really big, overly produced, say YouTube content or even Twitch content for that matter. I like a little bit more like homegrown kind of stuff. I like smaller communities and whatever. You can go through, and if you really hate like a, you know, an otherwise extremely popular YouTuber, you can go through and say, not interested in this channel, and it'll just like not show you that channel ever again. So I'll just say like, maybe you just like are too old for Mr. Beast videos, like me. Not interested. Sorry. He's gonna be fine if I say I'm not interested in his content. He's doing all right. YouTube YouTube knows how many 5-gallon buckets you've been purchasing. My man.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill.
All you need.
I needed that.
God, I wonder if there's like a good, maybe if there's like a good clip in that video for an emote. I just want that man like smiling at me every once in a while. Maybe, ooh, here's an idea. Just spitballing here. Donation alerts for the current price of a 5-gallon bucket. If somebody gives an equivalent amount of dollars or bits that's equal to a 5-gallon bucket, he comes on and says whatever the line is in the video. 5-gallon bucket's all you need, or whatever. I've been using a 5-gallon bucket for the last 20 years. That's all you need. Yeah, it's a reference. It's a reference to this van life video we watched on stream one time. There's this guy. He's going to visit his son in Alaska, and he rents instead of like he's going to be there for a while. So instead of renting an apartment or a hotel, motel, whatever, he just rents a U-Haul van because it's cheaper. And then he outfits his U-Haul van to live in for this month or two or whatever it is. So he's going through what he did, what he bought. How much money it costs to like buy a cot and all this stuff, and then he's like you're gonna need a pot to piss in, and then he pulls out this like 5-gallon bucket, and he's talking about like how that's all he's ever used as a toilet for the last 20 years. It's like it's actually really sad, but he seems to be doing fine. It's sad for me, not for him, you know. I did not mean to proc that guy yet. So that's the inside joke. Please don't kill me. This is where he jumps.
Crawl back to hell.
So what we're going to do, we're going to wrap around. We're going to see, because our damage is pretty poor for the Juggernaut.
Oh, yeah.
Jump. Let's see if I can use the item pod to do some damage. Speed this up a little bit.
One down.
Ooh, magnet. Give me some armor. I don't know how this is going to go. This might take a minute.
Bingo.
It's for you, buddy. Ooh, pretty good. There should be an achievement for that. Hit the boss with the drop pod. None of this matters. Let's get some XP, or some healing just in case. He also says, oh shit. Need to pay attention. Hold on. Hold on. Jump. Jump at me. Jump at me. God.
Guess I'm part of the statistics.
Oh no, dude. All right, I threw a little bit, but that's okay. We accomplished what we wanted to do. We leveled Incendiary Grades to 25. You don't dies of cringe me. Come on. Oh man. Whatever. It'll be way easier when we're not doing Incendiary Grenade. It's all right. All right, let's check out this new upgrade. Update from yet another Zombie Survivors. We'll swap over. Give me just a second. Anyway, he says, what is going on? Yeah. He says that if you want some extra comfort on your 5-gallon bucket, all you got to do is buy a pool noodle. I was just like, man, the visual of like trying to like sit on a pool noodle on a 5-gallon bucket to do your dirty business. I just don't know, man. That's like a little too deep for me. As fun as the fantasy is, oh, I just like logged in and got achievements. Let's go. My kind of game. Yet another Zombie Survivors has 1 viewer. Let's fucking go. It's all me. I'm the biggest channel in the category now. It's me. I'm the big guy now. Unlike Spire, where I'm always the little guy. Okay, since I'm streaming, I guess we'll like... Oh my god, that's too loud. Why is it so loud? It's crazy. Sorry, I'm playing with my OBS bars to try to find the sweet spot. It's not easy, man. Okay. Let me get a quick refill here, and then we'll talk through where I'm at with the update, where I'm at with my unlocks, and what we'll be looking to do. I don't think we'll actually take a look at the patch because I just skimmed it the other day, and that will give me a place to start. Pull this up so there's some sound. I'll be back in just a second. All right, I am back. Hello, mister. I bought Xiaomi LED Pro, and it's awesome. Try it. I see you like LEDs. Is it like an LED strip? It's controllable? I definitely like feel like in the future, like, I don't like this. I don't like that this is super bright above me. And I want it just to be like the color. So I do kind of want something that goes along the floor and just like projects the color up instead of just having the strips like this, because it just doesn't look right. Also, just in general, having a door in my background isn't ideal either, but I'll check it out. Can do music vibes. Okay. I like the, I think it's Philips or something. I forget the company. You can set it up. I think maybe there's a few of them now. There's a way to set it up so it'll match the color of like a TV. So if what's on screen is like reddish on the outside, it'll project red. And then as the colors change to blue, it'll fade to blue. It's kind of like a cool little addition. I think it'd get kind of old if I was watching a movie and that was the case. I'd probably just prefer dark, but it's a cool idea. Anyway, expanding that to like stream, you know, whatever was on the stream, and, you know, change the color of the background based on that. That's kind of a cool idea. And I think I've seen a few people that have it so you can automatically change the color of the LEDs by doing channel point rewards. But I'm probably not smart enough to set that up. Okay. Let us check this out. So yet another content update 0.6. Update 0.6, Green Heck. Welcome, Survivor. Green Heck is live. It's a big update. Great. Performance update. Numbers go down. Somehow brain get happier. Interesting. New map, Green Heck. The trees rustle in the wind as you approach the clearing, your destination. You seem to catch something in the corner of your vision. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's just a wild deer. However, when you realize that the deer is walking on two legs and that this dark humanoid statue is closing in on you, you begin to panic? What the fuck? Enter the Green Heck. Our third map takes the survivor into a dark, rural forest environment filled with the remnants of blasphemous witchcraft. You must survive while watching your step to avoid stepping into puddles of strange corrosive substance. $20 as it's green. You'll be fine. Just watch out that one giant, very, very bad dog. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. New game mode, Extermination. We've thought long and hard about how to improve Boss Rush so that it's not just another endless mode. And we've decided to put it on the back burner for now. Okay. And offer a much more interesting game mode in its place. Don't worry, your Boss Rush completion will transfer seamlessly to Extermination and the 2 achievements, blah, blah, blah. The Extermination mode is completely different from the existing modes in that it is a wave-based mode. This means that there's always a set number of enemies in each wave that you must defeat in order to move on. Clear a certain number of waves to win. The faster you win, the better, blah, blah, blah. Between the waves, you'll be able to level up, recruit survivors, and choose military training items. 5th wave and 5th wave from the 3rd. Man. Dude, I got the Windows notification that OBS was like shitting the bed. Comcast moment. I know, because I'm on my desktop. It said OBS is like not working. Yeah, I got to get that changed. Because it's like, it's happened. I mean, I don't even know how many times since I've been streaming. Annoying. Filled with even deadlier foes, prepare well, blah, blah, blah. New enemy form, Elite. Speaking of Elite waves, the Elite enemies themselves are enhanced versions of the regular enemies. You can tell them apart by the red glow that surrounds them and the crimson tentacles. Ooh, hello. That extend from their bodies. Oh, hello. Excuse me? They're also much larger than their standard counterparts. These enemies have better stats. They're stronger, tougher, deadlier, blah, blah, blah. It's an elite. Thank you for explaining what an elite is. Item pool customization. Looks like you can banish items. Zombiepedia. You can see what the things are. Patch notes. There's changes. Cool. Let's just play the game. Okay. So I've played this a lot off stream, as you can kind of see here. I have most of the unlocks unlocked, other than maybe some important ones down here around cooldown reduction, crit damage. You can unlock iframes, by the way, which, I mean, this is maybe one of the funnier horde-based game update things that I've seen, is like being able to unlock and buy iframes. Kind of wild to me, but sure, you can unlock iframes. And whatever else. So let's see. I mean, I've basically played all the characters. They're all pretty good. I mean, I like them. I have a pretty standard kind of set thing that I do. And I'm not like going for an achievement in particular. So I think we're just going to check out the new zone. Green heck. Start it up. Oh, they're green. I knew it. Oh, there's new sounds. I think. Ooh. So I've got a pretty like standard kit that I go with in this game. You know, we didn't read the balance changes, but I found that the guns tend to do better than the abilities. However, I could see if you were doing endless mode, maybe there's some maybe there's a path to where you just kind of focus more on the spells than the guns for the long term. But I like just getting our guns upgraded. Classic American moment. So the money that you pick up gives you the meta resource. You can see it in the top right here. So when I collect 4,850 bucks this round, we'll get 1 upgrade point, which is kind of the meta stuff we were just looking at. Yes. Once we max out a gun, we get the next gun. So our pistol will turn into a SMG. And the spoilers, the SMG turns into an assault rifle. And that's the top tier gun. So I'm just trying to race towards that assault rifle, and we'll work on other stuff. You can get up to 3 people in your team, and then they have different kind of like benefits per survivor that you recruit. Ew, what is that? Oh, this thing just yells at you. Okay. Very cool. It looks like the zombies are not affected by poison stuff on the ground. They're made of it. They were formed in it. Assault rifle. Oh, sniper rifle. Okay, so that's like the secondary gun that you can get. Every once in a while you get an item. One thing that I like to do in this game, so you'll see down here that you can be, most of these can be upgraded multiple times, but several of them can only be upgraded a single time. So I kind of take, like, it's kind of like deck thinning philosophy. Everything comes back to Spire. But if you can remove strikes and defends, you get to the better stuff faster. Much like in this game, where if you can take the stuff that isn't particularly good, it'll show you more options in the future because you won't be able to see, say, Jewel of Life again. Even though this is like maybe not the most impactful thing at the early game, and we have a bunch of rerolls and banishes and stuff like that. You know, I like just kind of taking it eventually. This probably comes into play 20 or 30 minutes into a run, if ever. I like not seeing it again. On the flip side, like Teddy Bear early seems pretty good. I feel like, let me give you a little bit of a hot take here, though. Teddy Bear, if you were to just banish Teddy Bear and not click this 3 times, you would get probably more effective buffs than if you clicked this 3 times. Does that make sense? So not seeing this, instead of putting 3 upgrades into it, is probably more net rerolls because you're not seeing this again than this thing's probably going to give you. And then you get some kind of bonus because you're not seeing this. Anyway, everything comes back to Spire. Got Spire Brain. And crit damage is great. I can't wait to see this deer, though. I want to see the deer on 2 legs. Morbin, what was that? What was that 2-legged deer game? Forget. I could look it up. There's some, like, it kind of looks like a streamer bait game where it's like a 5-player co-op game. Oh, it's called Oh Deer. I think it's a 5-player co-op game, and then one person's the hunter, and then the other 4 people play as deer. And then, there's a bunch of other like NPC deer on the map, and then the hunter has to go find the people, and you got to blend in. And then when the hunter finds you as you're trying to hide, you can run away on 2 legs. It's got, you know, it's like a little bit of a funny thing. It'd be fun for a few days. So we want both of these. These are the characters I'm actually going for. So we get extra crit chance, and then we get extra armor. I think the armor plays a little bit later, so we'll go with this. So I think tank has maybe one of the stronger guns in the game. Magnet. Oh dear. What's the volume? I can't really tell. Oh, I'm just taking hits. I'm good. Thank you. So this is why we take Huntress here. We get base crit, we get base crit damage. Up to 4 times. Pretty dang good. But I think there's a few things in this game that I recall from when I was playing it more. It's been a few months now since I've checked this game out. So I don't remember all of my little, like, you know, nuancy things that I was kind of trying to think about earlier, but it was, I think you can get to like 100% crit, and then you're still offered crit chance. So, like, you kind of have to save a banish for that, so you're not seeing it. This stuff sucks. I think we can banish Detective's Pipe. We're not doing elemental damage. I wish I could banish twice. Guess we'll do this. So yeah, you do need to save some of your banishes. You do need to get more banishes so you can get to better and better stuff. It's a product of what's that game? It's kind of like, it reminds me of like the problems with Isaac, Binding of Isaac. It's not exactly the same. It's not 1-to-1. But Isaac always suffered from the fact that, you know, one of their bigger selling points, because they were so early to the roguelike game, is that they had like 500 to 1,000 items. Come check it out. But then, like, so many of the items did the same thing that it wasn't actually, you know, do we need 13 different ways to get HP? You know, like, come on. But in this game, it's kind of like you end up at the same point where you have like a little bit of bloats. You don't need all this stuff in there. To where you then need to inject some kind of form of the banish mechanic, so you don't see everything. Okay. A little more turret. I disagree that I'm hitting these circles. I take issue with this. What the hell is that? Some bloat flies from Fallout? Has anybody seen the Fallout show yet? I'm going to watch it, so, you know, no spoilers or whatever, but It got great reviews, which I was not expecting. I was expecting it to be another video game show. And to be really fun for the fans, but bad for everyone else. So if it somehow straddled the line between being a good show and a good fan base show, that'd be sweet. What more can you ask for? Okay. Weapon stuff. Scooter. I guess I don't need to like break to sip my coffee. I just have to do the horde-based shooter thing and just move it over to my right hand. So you can just do this like mid-map. Interesting. So Fury Unleashed, I think, is one of like the best upgrades you can get. However, we can just not see arrow penetration again, which allows us to upgrade our guns a little bit more consistently. So, deck thinning tech. Did they nerf Eagle Eye? They must have. I think this used to give you more base crit chance. Oh, party foul. I think a round of zombie survivors, yet another zombie survivors, is 20 minutes. Pretty sure. So this game's more about surviving to 20 minutes than it is about like really going crazy. And that's, you know, we were talking about, or we were reading the patch notes, and they had the endless. They talked about endless mode and that kind of thing, which is not what we're doing. I have done that before. The matches, I think the play time is like, forget, it's like I think you live for like 30 to 40 minutes usually in an endless. Maybe you can push, oh, that's the deer, I think. I think maybe you can push that a little bit if you have all the unlocks and what have you. You still can't go truly endless, I don't think. The game will beat you eventually. That's just the game time. The real like run time on that is significantly longer because you got to make all your choices. All the menu pop-ups don't go towards that time, all that stuff. This screen doesn't go towards it. Okay, we banish you. And coffee cup's okay for abilities, which we don't have a lot of. We're looking for something that does weapon-based stuff. Let's do some hit tracks. I like the cassette. Oh my god! Okay, well, it's got to die, please. I like the little leap attack. Yeah. Need a lot of stuff here. Ricochet is also very good, but I'm going to keep upgrading my weapons, I think. Like, Ricochet is particularly good because we've maxed out the assault rifle already. So... Oh. Ah, there's the crit. Okay. That's pretty dang good. I think we're going to do that. 8% crit on all of our weapons. Oh dear. god. I don't know if that guy's new or he just looks different. They had a charging enemy like that before. Okay. I don't think any of this really matters. I'm not going to burn my rerolls yet. Probably just do armor. Yes. Bill's here. I think them not making a Left 4 Dead 3 is... I don't know if I've ever really gotten over that. It's so good. I still remember driving down the highway and seeing billboards for a video game. It was a zombie hand with a 2 on it for when Left 4 Dead 2 was coming out. It was just so amazing. I thought, like, oh, it's like, oh, man, all the normies get to see, like, video games now. It's so cool. And then they never made a third one. Fury Unleashed. Yeah, let's max that out. Absolutely. This is just kind of like a fun, chill game. I don't know if it's like the deepest of the Survivors genre, or if I've just like kind of forced myself into playing the exact same strategies over and over and over again. You know, hard to say. But it's just kind of fun. Forget how much it is. I think it's like, you know, $5-10. I think it's worth it. It's a good one, man. I'd have to do like not tier list content. I'm not gonna do tier list content, but there's got to be a time and place for, say, like, what are the best Survivor style games? Because they came out with a lot of them. I'll tell you one I didn't like that I bought is the one for people who made Despot's game. I forget the name of it. It's like Slime 3K or something like that. I really didn't like that one. I don't entirely know why, but I played it like a couple days, and that just wasn't the one for me. Not entirely. Yeah, I really got to like go back. I got to try it again to figure out why I didn't like it, you know? There was a reason. Our cooldown was like already maxed. My bad. I remember really not liking the hitboxes in that one, and I'm actually kind of seeing a little bit of that in this map in particular, where I keep getting hit by these pools of slime, which is clearly a skill issue, but at the same time, like, I'm not trying to. I feel like there's something about it. I think this one's weird because you have 3 characters, and if you're kind of like, you're keeping that in your periphery, it can be difficult because in your periphery you can very easily see the 3 characters, but you can't see the circle as well. I feel like I need a more refined circle. More obvious circle. Again, probably just a skill issue, but... Or like maybe a more defined circle around the pools or something? A line? A potato. Want to let my cat in. Good old Leonard. Yeah, I think I gotta get some food after this. Feeling it now. I'm supposed to break my fast around noon. It is now 4:17. I had like 1 bar to eat today. Okay. Actually, I like Ricochet there. Rocket launcher is not what we want. We want the minigun. Minigun goes crazy. You pair it with this Fury Unleashed thing, so you get a bunch of extra attack speed and reload speed. And you know, miniguns tend to have like really fast attack speed, but they take forever to reload. But you've counteracted that with this buff. I kind of planned that out in advance. Again, I didn't check any like balance stuff or whatever. Maybe it got nerfed, but it just went hog crazy last time I played. When you get hit, well, just don't get hit. Ugh. All right. Our last hit on this. I mean, so far, I'd say the green heck map is like it's cool. It's different. I like that it's not just a giant like dune sandworm in the middle that can one-shot you. I think so there's a base map which is kind of like a little bit of a city map or something like that. It's not like there's buildings or anything, but kind of like a city map. And then the second map was desert based. So they had a bunch of like spiders and I don't know stuff in there. But then every once in a while there was this big red circle that would appear in the middle. And this giant dune sandworm would pop up and eat whatever was in the middle, including zombies. So you could like bait enemies into this or whatever. So it's kind of cool. But every once in a while you just kind of get like slowed and pigeonholed into like this area with the sandworm. And then you just die. And it felt bad. Like, I think in that map, the zombies can spawn, encircle you, and they're higher health zombies. So you can get encircled, and I think the sandworm can pop up in the middle or something like this. And you kind of just have to run through the enemies, and sometimes, I don't know, you're dead either way. What's up, Leonard? I guess, man, it's already 4:20. I guess it's getting close to dinner time, isn't it, for you? Yeah. Is that what you're after? He's like, yeah, dude. What if you fed me 40 minutes early today? That would be cool. Okay. Well, glass cannon's kind of cute. 10% damage. I think we'll just take this, though. More cassette tapes. The resurgence of vinyl has been so important for music in the music industry. Cassette tapes ain't never coming back, though. I'll tell you that. Those things sucked. Making a cassette tape was always kind of a fun experience. But it was also frustrating. It was fun because it was of the time, not because it was actually fun. It's like you'd have your cassette tape in the radio, you'd wait for your favorite hit song to come on the radio, and then hit record. But you record whatever's on there. And oftentimes it's just like the DJ introing the song that you're trying to record. And then you go to listen back, you know, the song that you really enjoy, and then you just hear this dumbass's voice talking about God knows what. Well, you're just trying to enjoy the song. Plus, I think just the medium in general. I think the cassette tapes don't actually last that long. I think they only last for like 10 or 15 years or something like that before the tape starts to get really fragile and break. Crit chance. Hack the system allows crit hits to give you weapon cooldown and weapon attack. I mean, that's the one. Didn't read that. Somewhere there may be an old cassette tape with like Shania Twain's Whose Bed Have Your Boots Been Under and Garth Brooks' The Thunder Rolls on it. To say. Can't remember. Yeah, I do feel like we're starting to get outscaled here a little bit. Not really sure what it's going to take to turn this around. More crit chance? That might help. Especially with like mod chip and crits doing crit things. I think that's the way to go. Maybe it's just more crit. All seems bad. Get a roll. Crit, please. Bad. It's bad. Armor? I think we'd like armor. Okay. We're kind of at the point where I feel like I have a lot of the good stuff already done. Weapons are upgraded. You know, we got all that stuff done with. We're just kind of upgrading the ancillary whatnots. What's up, Leonard? Maybe we can eat dinner together here soon. All right, yeah, I feel like we've rebounded some way. Some way we've rebounded. We're back ahead of the curve. We really wanted to play it safe. That there's a zombie decoy upgrade. Oh my god. I think maybe I'll just do that if I see it. Like, in my experience, Bombing Strike is maybe one of the worst skills in the game unless they just changed it. Saw Blade Drone, not particularly good. This is like fine. It's just pretty low damage. Just do like this one. It says 200 damage on it, so I guess that's got to be good. You can see like our weapons are doing 600 and some damage a shot, if not more sometimes. Depends on the weapon, I guess. Like, an ability that's just 200. It's, like, who cares? You know? Okay. Sure. I hear you, bud. I do. There we go. Zombie decoy. Cooldown 25 seconds. Set a nasty grenade-filled decoy trap in the form of an annoying wind-up toy. These are also like in Fallout. Little monkeys that clap with the cymbals. I don't know if that's like a Fallout specific thing. I mean, they didn't come up with that, but sometimes references can be hard to know. What we got? Zombie decoy. Reduce cooldown. Absolutely. Yeah. We'll take weapon cooldown reduction over ability cooldown reduction all day, every day. It's like boost speed versus health regen. Do you need a bit more health regen? We can get that in the form of items pretty consistently. Move speed you can't really get lying on the ground. You can also get the hearts on the ground, of course. Okay. There is a lot of shit on the screen. It's like when we were doing incendiary grenade on Deep Rock Survivor. There we go. 20 minutes. Yeah, not too bad. Got 4 little level up bucks. I guess we get an achievement. Cruel Moon. Right on. All right. I mean, yeah, that was kind of the update, I think. There's not much more to it than that. New level, it was pretty cool. It's just more get another zombie survivors, which is good. And then other than that, I mean, I'm not going to do an endless mode or anything like that. I don't think we can really get anything with... I guess we can technically get something with $5 here. But it's kind of whatever. Yeah, that's the game. All right, guys. Quick little 4-hour sesh on some Horde Survivor games today. Yeah, I think, like I said, plan for me. Go have a snack. Go relax. Get some YouTube stuff done. Get some chores done. Do all that stuff, and then we'll come back and do something tonight. I don't know exactly what I'm going to end up doing tonight. I haven't decided yet. I think I've had a little bit of a rough streak on Spire recently, so I think maybe I'll just give myself a little bit of a break from Spire for a while, but we'll see. I don't know exactly what that means. I'm going to wait until I'm feeling it again, right? I think that's part of it. I was going into Spire, say, a couple weeks ago, feeling like I could win any run. Now it's like after a little bit of a losing streak, you're like, man, I'm going into every run just like, God, maybe I'll just lose again. It's a bad feeling, right? It's not how you want to be going into it. So I will, I'll see how I'm feeling tonight, and then hopefully come back and do some more stuff. But thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Thank you to everybody who said they wanted to come back next time and follow the stream. I'll talk to y'all again soon, right? Bye-bye.